Hey everyone, I hope you're all doing well. How's everybody doing? Oh my goodness, hello. How are you? Good to see you, Mel, Vox, Faye. Faye got first after all that time. How are you? Masick, how you doing? I am back. I am back. It's been crazy lately, let me tell you. Oh. Which server did I just connect to? My mouse, everything's going crazy. My mouse is going crazy. Everything's going bananas. Which world did I join? I joined the right one. Excellent. Oh my goodness. I'm having a little trouble lately. I'm doing pretty good, Masick. I'm doing pretty good. How's it going, Tyson? Good to see you. I was missed. Thank you. Very kind of you to say so. It's been just a little overwhelming lately. A little bit overwhelming, you know? Timelines are getting shorter and shorter, and winter is coming, as they say. So yeah, so I've been a little bit preoccupied, a little bit stressed. But it is good to just be here and chill and mine for a little bit. How was everybody's week? I haven't seen everybody in like a week. What'd you all get up to? Hey, come on, little peekaboo. Come say hello. What's up, little dude? I have some, like, a lot of the stuff that I'm going through right now is very, very good, like stressful stuff. But there's also finally a little bit of positivity, a little bit of sunshine. Figured out where I can put my car for the moment. My brother has said not a problem. I could store it at his place. So that's gonna remove like one stress because my truck is still sitting at the garage where they told me, yeah, it's dead. And I was like, this, you could leave it here for a while you figure it out. Like a while. That was a while ago. So now I need to figure that out. And my brother's helping me out with that. So that's, you know, that's good. Takes a little bit of stress out of my life. And the chainsaw. Oh my goodness, the chainsaw. The chainsaw is such a big story. Such a long story. You got raided during stream last night and it has made your week. Awesome. Yeah, raids are fun. Raids are fun. Good job. GG. You got sunburn this weekend? No, Mel. Are you not being careful out on the water? Did you have fun? I bet you had fun. Happy birthday. Yeah, that's true, Faye. Happy birthday. You have become death? Okay. Are you not feeling good? So the chainsaw. I bought a chainsaw, right? I told you I need to cut down some trees. Now, this was a while ago. And I bought an electric one because I'm not cutting down an entire forest. I'm not going to be doing this all day, every day. I'm going to take down a couple of trees, and that's probably going to be it for a while. So I just needed something I could take, you know, I need a big monster of a thing. Plus, if I'm ever, or rather when I get to the point where I'm installing solar panels, I'd rather have a lot of stuff that I can just recharge out in the woods and use. So that's for next spring as well. So I bought the batteries, I bought the chainsaw separately as a charger, extra batteries, chainsaw. It all finally arrives, the safety gear, the gloves, helmet, the whole thing, you know, the chaps. I'm neon green, bright yellow green, like safety chaps. Get out there, I'm all dressed up in the woods by myself, plug everything up together and click, 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 nothing. So I thought it was the batteries because the batteries weren't the right type. The ones that were advertised on Amazon had, for those of you that might remember, it said max in the ad, but on the battery itself, it didn't say max. Returned those, bought different batteries, figuring, that's my problem. Okay, I got it. So I get the new batteries, get all geared up again. I waited like 2 weeks, like return the ones, get new ones. Okay, back to the woods and then get all geared up all again. Plug it in, click, click. Like, son of a, come on, it wasn't the batteries. It was the chainsaw. So I'm like, no. So I got to go all the way to Home Depot. It was the batteries though, because I was like, they were the wrong type anyway. So I'm like, on top of that, the chainsaw doesn't work great. So I go and I return the chainsaw. exchange it for exactly the same one, because now, Emilia, how you doing? Good to see you. Now I'm like, you know, I'm $500 or so into the battery and chargers and stuff for this stupid chainsaw. So I go and exchange it. It's full of oil. They don't want to give me the thing, so I drain the oil in from one to the other, and I leave with my tool, a little bit of oil spilled. I get out to the woods. Another weekend comes and goes, and I get to the woods, and I'm already out there. And this was this weekend, finally. Saturday. Click. Click. I was like, no, it's not possible. I've changed the batteries, I've changed the saw, so I'm going through everything they said to do, like first time use and all this stuff. And the thing, okay, if you've ever used a chainsaw, there's the handle where you have the click for the gun with the safety, the safety thumb trigger. That wasn't my problem. A lot of people have asked me, did you engage this thumb safety trigger? Yes, thank you, I did. But there's that hand, right? Then there's the other one, stabilizer, and in front of it there's a guard on a lot of them. And the guard, when you start up the chainsaw for the first time, you're supposed to like click. You click it so that you start the chainsaw and you click it and it stops. But I couldn't get it to start to click it, so I was like click, and then all of a sudden when I clicked and was hitting the trigger, it went, it moved a little bit. I was like, it's alive. It works. It works. Something is wrong, but it works. So the little guard, when they say to first start it, you have to like engage the brake once, click, to make it work. And I was doing like click, and you can hear it. It's going click. But it was a second higher level click that I needed to do. Like click. And then it started. And I was like, ah! But the problem is I only found that out like Sunday around 4 p.m. as I was like struggling cleaning things up, and I was frustrated looking at it. So I didn't get any cutting done yet again. Oh, anyway. But at least it works. It works. So this weekend, I swear, I'm going to cut some trees. I'm going to cut all the trees. I'm just going to... So to answer your question, Amelia, I'm doing great. I'm doing great. So things are moving along. I spoke to my neighbor who works with the Department of Transportation about the culvert and stuff. Tomorrow I have to spend quite a bit of time at the office trying to figure out how to get that installed. Then, I have to spend at least a day, maybe two, just walking up and down the road, collecting all of the big flat slate that I need to use for my culvert, the siding of the culvert, right? Because it's a lot of money, so I'm going to spend time gathering the rocks that I already have right there. Why not use them? The chainsaw, like, I could not understand, but finally when it did the big like click and I heard it go, I thought I broke it at first, to be honest. I was frustrated. I was like, no, it's supposed to just work. And I would click and I went, oh crap, I broke it. And I thought, oh no, now when I bring it back to exchange it, they're gonna be like, hey, what'd you do? You did this. Rah, rah, rah. And I was like, but like as soon as I did that big click, it just anyway. Have I heard of Kick? Yes. It's like a streaming platform, isn't it? Isn't it? I don't know. I'm a bit old, so sometimes I don't know internet stuff. It is? Cool. Is it taking off? Is it the new thing? I think I actually have my name reserved on Kick. I don't think I've ever done anything else but like create the account. I haven't looked at it or anything. Oh, anyway, one of the big problems is that with all this project, all of these things that I kind of envisaged myself doing, is that everything just takes so much longer than I kind of could have imagined. So, for example, my brother came over this weekend and was helping me just moving in. We went to a place and grabbed some pallets, some wood pallets that were free. Like, you just check out Kijiji and you find some free stuff. or marketplace or whatever, and I grabbed a bunch of wooden pallets that I'm going to be using to put the winter tent on. So it's got a nice flat sort of surface to work on, and it's going to be a little bit of insulation and stuff like that. So we went, he borrowed his work truck, we gathered a whole bunch of pallets, we went out to the woods, and he was like in the morning going, oh yeah, we'll pick up the pallets, we can go set them, get them all up, set them up, or we'll get the tent in, and then we can, look at this and maybe chop some of the trees. And he's grabbing like tools and stuff to do wood trimming. And I'm like, if we manage to get the tent all the way to where it's supposed to go through the woods, like the brush, because there's no paths, there's no roads, it's just wild forest. If we manage to carry this 115 pound, 55 kilo-ish box, awkward big old thing between the two of us through the woods, and we get it all the way to the camp in one day, I will be amazed and impressed and super happy. And he's like, oh, we didn't make it. We did not get the tent all the way to the spot where it needs to go. Hours, exhausting hours of lift, walk around trees, branches, dodge, bing, bang, drop. Okay. GPS, are we still going the same way? Yeah, we're still that way. Okay, go. Pick up. Drop. Okay, I fell down a ditch. You slipped. This, that. Hours. We're sweating. I'm 49 years old. Like, woo! I was dying. And evening came. Sun's gonna start to come down, and I had to cut it. I said, listen, there's a chance. Like, I can't be out here in the woods without any sugar or anything like that. If I start to go low blood sugar, I'm in big trouble. Like, I need to get to my candy, and I'm too far, kind of thing. So I said, we need to turn around. I got to get food and all that stuff. So we turned around. We called it a day. Basically, I just went up on the Google Maps, dropped a pin in the middle of the woods, and I called it winter tent is stored here. And it's out there. It's out there in the woods somewhere. I have to go find it soon, so I can get it further into the camp. It is stored. Yeah, it is stored in the woods. No, Amelia, back to that's it, Vox. The green Twitch. Yeah. The one that's just like this. So what'd you say, Amelia? Some of your friends have gone from 15-ish viewers on Twitch to getting verified on Kick in 2-3 months. Nice. Kick is having some issues with sending messages, so I've gotten so used to copying all my messages before sending, just in case. Weird. Even when I'm using Messenger, Snapchat, Insta, I make sure I copy my message just in case they don't send, so you can automatically repaste it. It sees. How's it going? How's the streams directly as I get out of school? Lovely. I do. How's it going? Did you spell shadow wrong? You did. There it is. How's it going? Should have buried it like a treasure. I think that would have been overkill. I'll be honest. I think it's going to be challenging enough to find as it is. Considering it's out in the middle of the woods, unmarked, and all I have is a GPS pin to give me like a general location. So yeah, I have to do that. But I told my brother, I said that's the big problem with this whole sort of plan and vision of what I'm doing is it just takes so long. You think you're going to get 3 things done, you get half of one. So he did mention something that has gotten me thinking a lot, because when I was first walking around deciding on places, I chose the 2 camps based on where we kind of arrived the first day. That was easy. There was a campfire already, so I was like, that's where I'll set up when I arrive. I'll put my tent there. That'll be the the spring, summer, fall area, right? Just saw you were live, so I thought I'd say what's up. What's up? I'm glad to see you. Going on Kick is definitely easier. Just want to share in case you want to check it out. I might check it out, Amelia. I might. I'll keep an eye on it. I finished watching the Pirates of the Caribbean movies again. You watched all of them? Wait, like, do you really mean the Pirates of the Caribbean series all the way through? Indiana Jones is better. I liked Indiana Jones except for the last one, I'll be honest. Last one, big letdown. Big letdown. Personal opinion. Big letdown. You can can say that you're family friendly and ban people who ignore it. Yeah, that's what you have to do, unfortunately. We're family friendly, if anybody's wondering. It's always good to ask whenever you join a new stream, somewhere you don't know, you know? Just ask. Bot fan, how you doing? Good to see you. Best looking Canadian I've ever seen. You are a big old liar, but I appreciate you. Whoop, I found a hole. It's right here. Anybody lose it? Right here. I got it. But yeah, I appreciate the compliment. You're very kind. Emilia's off to sleep. Have a great night. Lone Rider's best movie. Lone Rider? I don't remember if I saw Lone Rider. But yeah, the last of the Indiana Jones with the whole Silver Skull thing. Well, I didn't. It was okay, and then it just went. I was like, no, nah. But the first one's like, admittedly now, Vox, if you watch the Indiana Jones series now, well, anybody. What? Let's go. What? Where are we going? The effects would be probably so dated that it would be a little bit cheesy to watch. Like back in the day, that was top notch special effects. I mean, no, some of it, you know, some of the melty heads were clearly kind of wax, but you know what I mean? It was still pretty good for the day, right? Is there a command for Discord? Zoe, how's it going? Yeah, there is, but it's limited only because I already have it going on a timer, so it like posts Discord link kind of randomly all the time. So rather than spamming Discord nonstop, it's only if people ask for it, the mods or VIPs can just like boop. But how you doing? Emilia sleeps so much? No, Emilia's in a different time zone. Emilia's across the pond, and it's currently like midnight, which is a responsible decision on their part because she has been known to stay up till 5, 6 a.m. hanging out, going, oh no, I have to be up in 30 minutes to go to school or whatever, or bake a cake. It's usually something about baking, actually, when Emilia has to come back. I have to go. I have to bake a cake or cookies. Somebody's coming over. Cookies. So he says, I'm starting to play on my solo world more again, and I'm working on Megabase. Nice. Oh, Emilia's still there. Hey, sneaky. You're supposed to go to bed. Go to bed, young lady. Go to bed. Don't see often Canadians, so your top ones. You don't see a lot of Canadians. Oh, I see. So that's why I'm the top one. Thanks. Scotland say South Africa won by a long shot. Say what? I don't get that part. Oh, in rugby. I did not see it or follow it. Is there some kind of rugby series going on right now? Skyfire, how you doing? Yay, Canada, what's up? Good night again. Emilia. Sometimes Emilia says good night 3 or 4 times. So we'll see if this is the last one. I do hope she gets some sleep because she always says she needs to get sleep and then doesn't. You gotta go, C's. Have a good one, Shadow. X Shadow, now C's. Who doesn't love baking? Well, I guess some people might not. Final good night. Good night, Emilia. Min lilla svenska flicka. Go. Sleep. Blocks. Blocking me. The blocks are blocking me. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Stop saying her name. Well, she's not supposed to. She's supposed to mute or go to bed or turn the phone off. Not going to sleep while listening to me, are you? Oh wait, do people do that? Wait, am I like a good night person? Good night. Sleep well. Sometimes your voice is soothing. Sometimes my voice is soothing? Nice. Is it sometimes annoying and sometimes soothing? Maybe it's like my time of day or something. Canadiana SMR. You fall asleep to streams, but not mine. Oh, thanks. I'm not trying to put people to sleep. It's certainly not intentional.
Ba-bing bang boom.
A bing bang boom to you too, C's. Wait, aren't you also supposed to be going to bed? You're now playing the Dishonored games, and I don't like them that much. Really? What's the Dishonored games? Is that a new series of something or a continuation of something? I don't know it. Also, yeah, my world has been around for 3 years and no megabase. 3 years? That's a lot of work. You've posted pictures of that world, right? I'm pretty sure. Is that the one you did the big like cherry blossom area in recently? Was that from your solo player? I mean, I put streams on before I go to sleep, so I have a background sound. I'm not weird, I swear. Debatable. I'm joking. No, the Cherry Castle is Eric's. Oh, Eric's. Rude. No, I'm not rude. Dishonored games were really popular arcane games. Not new. Oh, okay. I don't know them. See, you're debating going outside. Why? Because it's 3 a.m. and you're debating going outside? You lost your 9-month hardcore. Hey, what's up, Zoe? That's Zoe, by the way. Also known as Fry the Sly. You lost your... 3 p.m. Okay, sorry. Lost my 9-month hardcore world because I switched PCs and didn't have a hard drive. Ooh, no. No, that's pain. I feel sorry for you. I feel pain. That's no bueno. I honestly, like, it just reinforces my theory on the whole hardcore thing. I can't imagine. Like, can you imagine this? Can you imagine losing? I think I'm still using my explosion. Yeah, I'm using the fireworks. I gotta go change my rockets. I'm still using the fireworks. So I keep getting surprised because of random mid-air explosions. Boom, boom. What's up, dog? Oh, Fry's gone. You'd raid quit? Like, I would not be able to come back to Minecraft for quite some time. Like, I would just be... Oh, and I've seen, like, you see these people like Dame the Dime, Jamal, Zandingo, some of the others that I've watched, Fluff, some of the, you know, I've seen some of the time they put into those worlds and they lose it, and it's anyway. Why do they make meds taste so good? I had a headache and got meds and they taste amazing. I mean, so that it's easier to swallow the pills and take your medicine? Would you rather they make it taste like poop? That doesn't seem like a smart move. Not a good marketing ploy. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. I don't think I can handle it. You can call me weak. Call me weak if you want to, but I would not be happy. What am I doing standing here? I am rockets. I need different rockets. The obligatory poop emoji. Obligatory. Well done. Light duration 1. Let's put those away. Medicine has 3 flavors: grape, bubblegum, or none. I don't know. How about orange? Come on, there's a lot of orange. Orange flavored vitamin C things. Orange flavored, or that red like cherry syrup, cough syrup, cherry red stuff. Oh, you almost know that flavor, right? Oh, that one's rough. I don't like that flavor at all. It's not my chicken. My train of thought is a little bit skewed. That flavor's terrible. So bad. You were in here. Chico. Yeah, like seriously. I went from thinking about gross cherry medicine-y blah to, oh yeah, I need food, chicken. My brain's weird sometimes. My brain is weird sometimes. Tastes good. People want to have it more and get addicted and maybe die. I don't know. Maybe. After 9 months, just finishing a mega base to build height bedrock with so many farms like Shulker with the farms just to lose it. Can't build anymore. Seas, take a break from it. You still did 2 months. Oof. Maybe get into like either another game, heaven forbid, for a little while, or do some like Minecraft, but not regular world Minecraft. Like what's that big server with all the games? Block, Hypixel. Go to something like Hypixel and just play around and parkour and do the MCC, you know, runs and things like that, you know? Oh, you've been playing Temple Run. Right on. Right on. I approve. Not that you need my approval, but I approve. GG. Okay, while I'm here, I might as well empty out. Did I grab the one thing that I came here for? Yeah. Someone called you old? Old. Well, you should... I don't mind. You should watch out when telling people, but I mean, you are old enough to be here. But yeah, let's not start an age discussion, as you know, because I play by the rules. So if you say something that you shouldn't say, I will just... Anyway. But you're not old. I'm 49. I can talk about my age. I'm the streamer. I'm 49. You are, not to be offensive in any way, but you're still a child. You're like, you're a pre-adult. You're close to adult. So close, but not quite. But like almost. But like, I'm 49, and you might be saying, rah, 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 rah. Young people don't like it when you say that. I didn't like it when people said that when I was younger. But one day you'll be 49. I hope you make it that far and further. And maybe you'll remember this discussion and you'll be like, that crazy old fart, he was kind of right. He was kind of right. He was crazy. He was right. Minecraft is older than Temple Run. It's older than the game. I don't even know Temple Run. Stop it, Vox. Good lord. Somebody end that stupid thing. At the moment, 3rd week of school now, you have straight A's. GG. Let's go. 102 in my class, but there was never extra credit. Wait, what? How do you get more than 100 how do you get more than 100? Wait, what? Vox, I'll ban you. You're so annoying. Like 4th week took 3 weeks just to get any work. You have a goldfish memory. Whoa! That's loud. It's so loud. What is going on? Dan did. Wait a second. Dan Detail. Dan. How's it going? Thanks for the raid. How the heck did you even find me? Dan, is it Dan? Dandy? Dan? Dandeteta? Dandetal? How do you say it? I'm just gonna call you Dan for now. But thanks for the raid, I appreciate it. Pizza! Raid, how you doing? Fox, you did nothing wrong. You're always doing something wrong. Max grade is A, and then A is 100. A plus is 100. I know, that's what I'm saying. If you've got no extra credit, how'd you get 102 in a class already? You're obviously cheating. You're obviously cheating. Dan is good. I'm glad to hear it. Dan, I'm doing well. Thanks for the raid. What are we up to? I'm the Big Hoser, by the way, everybody. How you doing? Nice to meet you. Thanks for popping in. We were just talking about having a hardcore world and then losing it. I was like, man, if this was a hardcore world and I lost all of this, I'd be done for. Hey, thanks for the follow, Pizza. Appreciate it. You want to see what we're talking about? This is the crazy big build I'm working on right now. So this massive dig is all pretty much for decoration. Hear me out. It'll make sense in a second. Okay, so when you're inside these last tubes, okay, this base here, beauty. This is a storage system. Still working on it, but you're inside the base, right? Outside the glass of all these tubes is just going to be a massive biome. So it's going to be filled. It's going to be an ocean on this side, all the way to the wall. And then there's, obviously there's a wall missing, but it'll be there. It'll be there one day. And then down this tube, on the red tube, notice red, blue. Down the red, it's all nether stuff. So all the different nether biomes. Then we're also going to have a yellow one here and a green one there. And in the yellow, it's going to be like desert and badlands, that kind of stuff. Green is going to be all the green ones. Lush caverns, jungle, mossy things, all of that stuff. So that's what we're working on. It's Dan DTA the God, Dandeta the God. I like it. Well, thanks again for the raid. What were you? Did I miss what you were up to? Minecraft starting again, made a comeback after a long time out. Nice. Well, welcome back to the game. Uh-oh. Seem to be frozen a little bit. Let me know if I'm still here, everybody. So yeah. Hey, thanks, Pizza. I appreciate it. Not gonna lie, imagine if that had Green's Castle and more. I'm gonna eventually have a whole bunch of things in here. But that's the beauty of it. I'm putting in an ocean with the ocean monuments, all the little things, all the different biomes like the coral. I'm gonna try to have like a crag where you can see some of the bubbles coming up. Yeah, the Guardian Temple. Did I mention that? I have to get all the mobs, all the dolphins and things, but I gotta be careful that I don't get mobs that can like attack other mobs. I don't want them all eating each other. I want to spend 6 days gathering all these things, put them in a tank, and then they all just eat each other. Hey, Dad, thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. You get to the end of like a month and a half of work, and you got one stupid little blowfish flying around by itself going, all this ocean is mine. Yeah, axolotls. That's it. Watch out for them. Anyway. So that's what we're doing right now. I'm working on the giant dig. It's been months, and it's gonna be many more months, but eventually one day I'll finish and it'll be awesome. I'll look forward to it. Jose, have you seen my post in Show Off Your Builds? It's the front of my sugarcane farm and Eric's server. I'm pretty sure I have, Zoe, but I might have missed it. If I haven't checked that channel, the next time I go back, I will see it, because I don't mark channels as red unless I actually see them. So long working on this, I have. It's been forever. Wish I had pictures of your world. Oh, that's just something I don't do enough of, is like taking snapshot. You know what? Screenshot. Just take a screenshot. We're gonna do some screenshots every once in a while just to get some memories. But yeah, we should definitely do that more, like document the whole process, what it looked like when you started, because all of this has been dug out by hand, and I'm at now, what's my blocks at? Ooh, coming up on 800,000. Wow, we're gonna hit 1 million soon, eventually. Yeah, so right now streaming is documenting. You're right. And especially now that I'm downloading and saving and uploading to YouTube, it's always going to be there, so that's good. Hey, Saucy, how's it going? Are axolotls rare? Because I've never actually found one. They're not like super rare, but there is one that's particularly rare, the blue one. There's one that's really rare, the blue one. And then the others spawn like in whatever biomes they're supposed to, but there's not like bazillions of them. Purple, not blue. Purple, that one. Listen to Zoe. I don't know what I'm talking about. Seas, you gotta go over? All right. Thank you very much. I'm the cutest Canadian. You all heard it here first. There's probably a lot of Canadians that are going to be upset with that decision and there not being an official vote process, but tough noogies. You heard it here first. So many people call it blue. I think it's like that's the tag of it. Hey, Minecraft Architect. How you doing? Evening, hope all's good here. Everything is very good here. How you doing? It's good to see you. Will an ancient also be a thing here, like some sculk and stuff? Oh, pizza, yeah, there's been a lot of discussion about using it in some of the ceilings, like especially the Badlands and desert, where it's usually kind of dark at nighttime, and there really isn't much else to look at in the deserts, right? So I'm thinking a desert with little, villager outposts, something with some lights, but using that sculk block to create the stars in the sky. and then put one, or depending on how far away I can make it look, use frog lights to do the moon. The yellow frog light would be the moon kind of off in the distance. We'll see. I might even be able to use like some tinted gray glass or light gray glass to try and create some fog effects in the ceiling. So I'm going to try and mess with some stuff, but that's like months and months away. But I'm excited about like when I eventually do it. It'll be cool. But it's far away. You spent 4 days getting that axolotl, the blue one? I've never actually gotten one. Saucy throwing in some bits. Thank you for the bits. Look at you. Came out of nowhere. I appreciate the generosity. It's officially blue, just like red sand is officially red. Yeah. Yes. It's officially red, and it is so red when you look at it. I agree. We have a new visitor, by the way. These guys just show up every once in a while. It's so bad at hiding. You, I see you. See a lot of you right now. When you visually see it, it's obviously purple, like this color. It's exactly this color, Zoe. Did you just go murder one of those right now for this whole like bit you're doing? Doing well, working on Japanese temple before bed, enjoying classical piano music. I saw some pictures on Discord of your Japanese temple. Did I not? Did I not? Am I misremembering? Because I'm pretty sure I saw some pictures of a Japanese temple with like the curved tail roof things. And I'm thinking... I'm not 100%. I'm not 100%, but that was recent. That was like last week or something. I saw some photos. But anyway, if that wasn't, you haven't shared any. Oh, okay, then it wasn't. I misremembered, or I've seen somebody else's photos that I thought maybe you were referencing. You did a Forbidden City in Beijing, like replica kind of build, true-ish to life kind of thing. That's kind of cool. I've never done those. Oh, nice. Oh, that's cool. That must have been massive. Do you release those for people after as like world downloads to play in and stuff, or no? Because there's always a chance that they'll just take your stuff and make video content and be like, look what I did. So world download. Some people don't like doing it for that reason. Don't know where you got that idea that red sand is red. It's orange. It's definitely red. It's definitely red. You've had this head in your e-chest for a while. Sorry, I'm just catching up on chat a bit thing. Zoe killing rare things. Vox hiding in the shulker monster. This server's out of control. I know. We need rules. We need rules. Control this rowdy bunch of lunatics. You could add watermarks. Ooh, interesting. Yeah. Like in the world itself. Imprinted, uneditable blocks. Every single build on your world has a banner like with your face poster. I think though that for some people, like, you know, like a Doc M or Rendog or some of the other hermits and everything, when they finish, actually all of the hermits make the world available, you know, for download for people to go play in. But in their case, there's no real risk of anybody coming along and like showing off, say, Grian's castle and being, hey, look what I did, because everybody would immediately know, you know, so kind of different. But I wouldn't, like, for example, if I gave this world at the end for people to do it, like some YouTuber who's more popular or known than I am could take it and be like, look at this world that I built. And then I come along and I'm like, hey, that's mine. But they don't care because they've already, you know, already seen Mr. Beast showing up. Imagine Mr. Beast downloaded my world. I almost wouldn't be angry. I might be happy. I might be like, that's pretty cool. Oh, the lightning scared me. Goodness gracious. Sounds loud? Oh, no, but my creatures are all off, which is not good. I want to be able to hear things before they kill me. That's good. No sneak attacks. If I live to a ripe old age, I want to have my creative work filled with real-world landmarks. That'd be amazing. Could you imagine? That's kind of like... Could you imagine if your Minecraft stuff became... Like, rather than us building stuff from real life in Minecraft, if you became such an architect of world renown that people started building your Minecraft builds in real life. That would be pretty cool. If Mr. Beast took a screenshot of my build and said he made it, I would believe it. Just believe everything. How's it going, Urban? Good to see you. Built an IRL goal for you, exactly. Skyfire. You funny. You funny. You've been better. Oh no, I'm sorry to hear it. I am sorry to hear it. Hang out with us, chill for a bit. Relax. Take the weight of the world off of your shoulders. You're stressing out about the animals? I'm sorry to hear it. Are they okay? I mean, obviously if you're stressing, something's wrong, so I don't want to jinx it or anything. Have I wandered into somebody's slice? No, just this is my edge right here. Oh, that's the other thing. For some of you who might be new, I suppose most of the raiders have probably popped off by now, actually. Dan never told us if he was staying or leaving. Or did I ask? Ooh, maybe I didn't ask. Dan, are you still there? If you have to go, which maybe you already did. Oh, and I didn't say this. I didn't say it. Oops. Sorry, Dan. Dan! If you had to leave, no hard feelings. I know what it's like after stream. Sometimes you just gotta get away from the screen, you know, go get some food, water, rest, whatever it might be. I thank you again for the raid, and if any of you raiders are still here, hanging out, thanks for being here. Thanks for chilling. My mate's away, and we had a heat wave. I can't see them. Don't know if they're alive. Oh no! No one was there to watch over them? Oh no! Wait, there's a heat wave in the UK right now? Ooh. A lot deeper than I thought it was. There is? Oh wow. Weather's getting a little bit bonkers a little everywhere. It's been strangely warm, but like, oh, yep, fell in a hole. Strangely warm, but like stormy today. 10 minutes of a little bit of rain and threatening thunder, and then no storm, but the clouds are still there, and then it kind of like it's like the storm doesn't quite know if it wants to happen or not. It hasn't decided. Thanks for the lurk, Faye. I appreciate it. Is soon watering them, but his son's watering, but not the best. Ooh, yeah, depending on it, the kid. I feel your stress, but don't worry. I'm sure they'll be fine. I'm sure. I'm very hopeful for you. The other night there was an absolutely huge storm. Yeah. There's also apparently there's a hurricane coming our way. I found out. I don't watch the news or anything, and I live out in the woods, so it's kind of hard to know what's going on in the world. Not that I really would follow, even if I could. I don't. But the lady upstairs, the massage therapist, we were talking earlier about the weather, as old fate would have it, and she was saying, yeah, there's like a category 2 or something coming our way for this weekend. Fun. Can I remind you that I live in a tent out in the woods? I just thought to myself, wait, it wasn't stormy here, but when I remembered you moved and now live much further from me. Yes, now I'm much further. Quite gutted feeling though. I'm not normally right. It's normally not the one I think it is. When do you get to go see them? Like, when can you finally go check? Started with literally only lightning. The sky was glowing like a rave, and then huge storms, tons of rain, then lightning, thunder all night. Fun times. I have to watch out for falling trees because I sleep in a tent. Literally a tent. So if I if a tree falls, it will not break my wall and do damage, and that my insurance company will fix. It will squish me. No more hoser, so I have to watch out. But there aren't really that many big trees by where my tents are, so it should be fine. Should be fine. Should be safe, I hope. After this week, hopefully, good. I'm glad. You'll be able to put your mind at ease. I know it doesn't help when people say these kinds of things. I'm going to say it anyway, just because it is positive thinking. There is nothing you can do between now and the time when you can do something. When you can do something, do it. Do something. Get involved. Get energized. When you can't do anything, don't stress about the fact that you can't do anything. I know it's hard to kind of let go, but plan. I will go take care of them. I am going. You know what I mean? Relieves a little bit of the anxiety. You are taking care of them on a certain date. A croissant to you two. It wasn't that bad. Maryland gets storms like this literally every other day. Lucky that Ireland gets at most 3 thunderstorms a year. 3 a year? Really? Wow, that's not a lot. Maybe at the rate of 1 or 2 rumbles per minute. Oh no, we get some stuff that thunderbolts and lightning, very, very frightening me. Galileo. Exactly. Yeah, we get some stuff that's pretty big. Good news is I am sticking it to my landlord about having my pets. Oh, nice. How so? Are you going to be allowed to have them? Wants croissants but realizes it's late. I also would love to have some croissants, I'll be honest. I would eat a half dozen, but I'm also lactose intolerant, so it would probably kill me. Or at least hurt a lot. Like, a lot. But it might be worth it. Sometimes it's worth it. Sometimes you're like, I know this is gonna hurt a lot, but I'm doing it anyway. The downside about storms in the household that I live in is I'm forced to turn off my PC when it storms. Oh, because power flicker? You need like a UPS. You need one of those undisturbed power source things. Undisturbed power source, a UPS. They're a little bit pricey, but it's like a battery thing that plugs into your wall and it charges up. And then if the power goes out or flickers, it first of all stabilizes the power so there's no surges. And power goes out completely, it'll start beeping and give you, like, depending on the power consumption of things that you've plugged into it, anything from 5 to 30 minutes to save all your documents, shut down safely without your computer taking any damage from electrical stuff. Most people don't invest in that kind of thing because they're like, whatever. And then one lightning power surge destroys everything and they go, that would have been a good $200 to spend, but I don't know how much they are. Actually, don't quote me on prices. You turn off your PC as well during storms just to be safe? I don't know. I have the surge thing, so I feel pretty safe. Usually, I'll be honest, I haven't lived in this place very long, so maybe the wiring here is sketchy. I don't know. You're all making me paranoid. You don't even have the static guard thing? No, I don't have the static guard thing. I've never had that. I have an uncle that used to use that, but I never had it. First thing I'm gonna do when I'm allowed is go buy a new snake to celebrate. Nice. What kind? Do you already have one in mind? I bet you do. Taking a bath or shower or washing the dishes during a thunderstorm? Very bad idea. Really? Connecting you to water? Anything that connects you to the water in the whole house, because if it shocks the house, connects the water, and then you are barbecued, basically? Probably a bad idea, I agree. Is that something that, like, don't they ground the pipes, though? Or maybe older houses might not, but, like, wouldn't newer buildings, wouldn't they ground the pipes? Human stew? Ugh. That's gross. Yeah, it would be very, very, very fast. The pipes are ground. Yeah, I'm pretty sure at least here they are. I don't know about everywhere. You don't know what all the rules are around the world, but I would hope that would be a pretty common safety standard to have. A woman was electrocuted during a thunderstorm in her home as she was pouring boiling water from her kettle to make a cup of tea this year. Wow. Was it an older building maybe? Like, that just seems... Huh. I would say being underground is grounded. Fox. Shush. Shush. The option are male clown ball python or a leucistic Texas rat snake. Wow. I do not know what either of those are, but they sound cool. She was in her kitchen pouring water. I'm just wondering, did she pour the water on the plug or something silly? I don't want to discount the possibility of it being true. It's entirely possible. But how would because like when lightning strikes, it goes a lot, it spreads. It's electricity. Anything it can connect to, it connects to. There'd be so many more deaths like that a year if houses weren't properly grounded, no? Heard on the news that there would be a hurricane on the east side of America, which is where my state is. Yes, same as my province. I'm in the Atlantic provinces. I recently moved here, and it's been nothing but hurricanes since I got here. Seriously, it's been a lot of rain. Like, a lot of rain since I've arrived. It's been a challenge. I left on... I forget what day it was. It was recently. I left it was a beautiful sunny day, and I was going to my brother's house, or I wanted to run some errands at Canadian Tire, pick up food or something. I forget. I was driving around, and I said, okay, it's a beautiful sunny day. I've got stuff out drying. Not a problem. There's a zipper on my tent, a fly, on the front, on the awning, on like the very, very front part of the vestibule. So my tent part where I sleep and all my clothes, sleeping bag, that's inside and dry and everything. This is just like the outer shell kind of thing. And there's two zippers. I had one closed, the other I kind of didn't all the way. And it rained, first of all, enough to wet the side of a box that then broke and things fell out. And then because I ended up staying at my brother's overnight, some little rodents in the woods found and ate. Well, they didn't even finish it. If they'd at least finished it, I wouldn't have been upset. But they opened up my bags of two or three bags of pasta and like nibble everything, and some dried cranberries, which is fine because I don't eat that much of those anyway because I'm diabetic. But no, a zipper, like just yep, and it would have been fine. But anyway, things being like constantly wet, always having to take advantage of every moment of dry, beautiful sunshine. I'm like, the sun's out. Get everything out of the tent. Ah! Throw it all up on the line. Woo! Dry out. And then inevitably the rain comes back. So I throw everything back in the tent. Lightning travels the path of least resistance. True. And if you are the human in that picture, you're probably the least resistance. You are a great path from the electricity to the ground. Leucistic is all white. It's an all white snake with blue or black eyes. Did you say what the other one was? No. What's the Texas the ball python? Just a big python? I kind of know what pythons look like. What color would that one be? Okay, Hoser, I must get ready for bed. Hope to catch you again soon. Minecraft Architect, thank you very much for being here. Thanks for hanging out. Have a great night's sleep. We'll see you soon. I apologize for the slightly late start on this weird new schedule that I'm working on. I was hoping to be live by 5 p.m. Atlantic time, which would have been 4 p.m. EST. But yeah, it's been a little bit weird lately. I'm gonna try this week to be live at 5 p.m. and then next week we'll do 4 kind of thing. Keep moving up. It's hard to explain what a clown morph ball python is. I would assume it's hard. It's hard to say, let alone explain. Clown morph ball python. That's fine. We can Google it if we need to. Wait. Keep having to check where I am. Okay. This is still my section. Oh. See you later, Urban. Are you off? Have a good night. I hope you get to see your pets soon. Nope, everything is good. Positive vibes. Positive vibes. Oh, I am kind of sad that I didn't get to see Silly before I left. Speaking of pets, I didn't get to go see her. It was too chaotic. Ariel did invite me. She was like, hey, do you want to come hang out before you go? And I was like, yes, totally. And then wasn't able to at all. So, kind of sad. Maybe we'll get to visit her next time. Got a long day tomorrow. I wish you well. Courage. Get good rest. You'll make it. I have faith. I have faith. Whoa. Oh, hey. Those bubbles were serious. Oh, yeah. Love. Whew. So, this weekend, now that the chainsaw is, I have like proved that it actually runs. This weekend I should be able to clear out the trees I need to clear. That catches me up on one thing that was meant to be done 2 months ago. Or a month and a half ago. I get the truck moved at some point this week, which is not a given. That's going to be a little bit harder to sort of coordinate. But if I can get that done with my brother, that's a massive headache done. Then I have to try and find somebody to do the driveway, the culvert and the driveway. That's the part that is probably not going to happen in time. And oh, speaking of some things being positive, this past Friday, I finally got the approval for the culvert. I have a permit now. Hooray! Can you believe it took that long? I've been here a month and a half. But I mean, I sent them the deposit for that 2 months ago while I was still in Montreal, and like, it's just been back and forth and back and forth. And I finally went in person, gave them money, and then on the Monday or Tuesday of the week after I gave them the money in person, I was following up. I was like, hey, like, I went and I gave you the deposit this time. Like, is everything good? And they're like, yeah, we definitely received it. We're now just waiting on a regional manager to be in so that they can sign it, and then it should be good to go. And I was like, oh my, please just give me this permit. So anyway, on Friday they approved. I've got it. I'm like, okay, I can move forward. But now the people that I had sort of in place to help me, that was a month and a half ago. They're not necessarily available right now, so I gotta call some people and see what I can see. You know what I'm saying? But at least now that part is also done. Got the permit, got the deposit. The engineering aid came out to the site and approved everything, so I'm good to go. I'm good to go. I just gotta go, which is gonna be hard because I don't drive a forklift or anything like that. I have a plan for the truck. Right now, the plan short term is to store it at my brother's. My brother used to be a mechanic and he's still in the auto industry. And so at one point he was saying, you know, it wouldn't be crazy if we found an engine, you know, like we could make a project out of it. And I've got most of the tools that you would need. And like, there's a possibility that if I can find an engine, he and I might do the work and swap an engine. Be a great thing to learn how to do. He's hasn't done it in 20 years, but you know, he's willing to do it, and it would save me a bunch of cash. And so, like, maybe we'll see. I'm gonna store it at his place for a couple of months while I try to find an engine, which is not going to be easy, not at all. So if I find an engine within the next couple of months and he and I like make it a project, great. If after a couple of months we still haven't even found an engine to swap, by that point his wife will be very annoyed with my truck in her driveway, and I will have to get rid of it somehow. I'll just sell it and take a huge loss. $10,000 lesson in life, which is gonna be the big problem. There is that it torpedoes, like 100% torpedoes, the tiny house build. There's just no way I can afford a $10,000 loss and buying the frame for the truck and starting and getting material. Like, there's no way. So all of the moving out here and doing the stuff in the land, like, there's no way that I'm gonna be able to do it unless over the winter I do like a ton of translation work and video production work, and I somehow get enough hours from clients to like do it. Maybe, but highly unlikely. I'm due for a few things to go smoothly. I agree, Mel. I agree. I feel like the universe is making it a challenge for me, you know, making sure I don't get too easy of a ride, but I think a little easier would be okay. I think a little easier would be acceptable, because yeah, I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted from just like the constant struggle. And you know me, I am hyper positive. I'm always focusing on the positive. Find the positive. It's there. Find it. Look for it. Find it. Sometimes it's hard to find it, but it's there. Find it. And I'll be honest, these past couple of weeks, even I was like, I can't find it. Like, I can't find the positive. I really need to find it, but I can't. It's not there. Anyway, things will be going better soon. We'll get the culvert in magically. I will somehow make that happen. I don't know how. Anyway, it's fine. It's fine. Worst case, culvert doesn't get done. Driveway doesn't get done, so I have nowhere to put the shipping container with all of my stuff. But I do have to get it out of Montreal. I have a hard set deadline with the storage where I have permission to store it until early October, and then it's out. So it's got to go. And that's fine. I can deliver it. If I can't put it on my land because I don't have the driveway or the culvert or whatever it is, I'll figure out something in like a storage company or something. There's got to be companies that do that kind of thing, right? Got to be. So I'll find a company that would store my shipping container until I do get my driveway and the whole space figured out. You know? Poser, my friend wants to... Oh yeah, I saw the message saying that your friend wants to join getting the 10 hours. Does he need to do the Google Docs? You can send it to him if you want. Yeah, if you've got the link still. Yeah, they need to fill it out. Just there's a lot of stuff, like, you know, that if they don't want to ever join the other games, they just say not applicable or not applicable, and you're only joining for Minecraft, and that's fine. There's a lot of information on there that, like, if you're only playing Minecraft, you don't need your Steam info, for example. You don't need to link that, but so let them know that. But yeah, they do need to fill it out because it gives us I know who to whitelist first of all, and it allows me to go check their account info if I need to. So yeah, so worst case, I can't get the driveway done, I don't get the culvert done, I end up paying for some storage, which is, you know, money that again would slow down my projects and make it more difficult to, you know, move all of the content creation forward. But it's not the end of the world. I'll survive, you know, I'll live through that. It's just gonna be annoying, slow, challenging, whatever, but it's okay. Worst case, I'll figure it out. Problem, the thing that's frustrating is I had it all figured out, and if they had just, oh hello, like they had my check, they received the first one I sent 2 months ago. I have proof from Purelator. How you doing, bud? Go away, sorry. I have proof somebody signed for it, and then looked at it and went, I don't know what this is, and just returned it. Just threw it back in the mail. Went, that's not mine. Like, you work for a government office, and you sign for something. Bring it to the reception desk. Like, what? Anyway, fine. Okay, you lost it, no problem. We'll do another one. Sent another one, couldn't because of peer related. Third one finally sent, they never even received it. So I went in person a fourth time to do the deposit, this time in person. And now we're moving forward, but the timeline, that's what's stressing me out. I had this all figured out, and then everything fell apart, but that's okay. For places that have outdoor storage, or drive past a few when I go to my parents' house, that are fairly common, often used by people with RVs, boats. Yeah, exactly. That's the kind of place I'd be looking for. Seasonal storage where people just kind of rent out. You can store stuff here, no problem. Yeah, absolutely. That's absolutely what I'm looking for. I'll probably just find, like, I don't even necessarily need to go to a storage company place. There's probably somebody on Facebook Marketplace that has, like, you know, a yard that they allow people to store things in. And you know what? I would probably do that. I'd be fine with that. You're going to try to get some sleep before RP because you've yet to sleep today. Vox, go sleep. Goodness gracious. That's in like 2 hours or something, isn't it? You're going to be exhausted. Definitely go sleep. And enjoy RP. Enjoy. Those yard type places are exactly what I was thinking of too. Yeah, exactly. That's I'm sure I'll find something like that out here. I'm sure of it. I just haven't looked yet because I haven't needed it, but very likely I will be looking soon. Considering the way things have been going lately. Remember the dream house in Connecticut? Yes. Might be able to stay a weekend again next year. Nice. You're still renting it out? Airbnb thing kind of would have been a good idea. Like if I had ever considered my apartment, not my apartment, my condo, when I lived in Montreal, I probably could have like converted, taken out the gym, taken out the office, and put rooms in and rented out a 2-room Airbnb thing. I never did it. Like anytime I ever thought of it, I was like, yeah, that could be cool, and then thought, so much work, and I just wouldn't know where to start. But it probably would have been a good idea. Probably would be. Any of you have do any of you have like families that run an Airbnb, or do you rent out places? Any of you ever been an Airbnb-er? Airbnb-er? Sounds kind of weird. I've stayed in a couple Airbnbs. At first, I was very, very, like, unsure about the whole thing. I was a little skeptical. Just go stay in somebody's house while they're not there. But honestly, after having done it a couple times, I'm like, yeah, depending on the place that you get, like, it's like a hotel. It's exactly the same thing. If you put a house for rent, make sure they don't steal. Yes. Well, you don't want to leave. You want to leave, like, you know, none of your actual important personal belongings, but you also do get like security deposits. Well, hello, how are you? I see you. You know, like they do have security deposits, and you definitely would put all of your stuff in a safe. Or like I've been in places where they would rent a room, but it had its own entrance. So like there's no way for me to get to the main house. I only had the room that I was in, well, with a kitchenette type thing. Yeah, I don't know. I also just think it would be sketchy to have people living in my house while I'm not there. I don't know about you, but I'm not sure I would like that. Come back and like not sure what they've touched. Have to wash everything every single time. I'm not a germaphobe, but like just random strangers in my house for a weekend, I don't know about that. I don't know. You're toying with the idea of renting the condo before selling it, so happy I sold it. It's been declared unsafe to live. Oh, the constructor did shady stuff and now the building is crumbling. Oh my goodness, Mel, you got out. You got out in time. Feel bad for the people you sold to, though. That's unfortunate for them. Hopefully everything's covered by insurance and everything. Yeah, I don't know that I would want to, like, if it were a property that I owned, like the condo, I wouldn't want to live there and rent it. I think I would only rent it. It would be a rental property. It would always be Airbnb, and when it wasn't rented out, it would just be empty. I don't think I would live there, kind of thing. I could do that, but then it would become like, that's just property management, and you're just owning a bunch of rental properties, and that's a full-time gig. That's a lot of work. Feel bad for them too. I feel guilty, but I didn't know. Yeah, there's no way for you to know. Like, but it does turn out to be really good timing for you. Unfortunately for them. Hello? Why can't I pick you up? Because I am full of garbage. I am full of garbage. Shiny. Boop. We have so many of these. They're really, really less like mesmerizing once you have almost a full shulker. Actually, the full shulker is kind of mesmerizing. The individual blocks, not so much anymore, to be honest. That full shulker, though. Ooh, so much shiny. All the shiny. You're not a full stack. You are. You're not a full stack. You are. Done. Scan, 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 scan. Boom. Still making me feel like Homer in front of a donut. Ooh, shiny. Can you believe how long The Simpsons has been going on? They're still going, right? Like, they're still making new episodes somewhere, aren't they? That show's been on forever. Now you want a donut. Yeah, no, I do too. Everything we talk about, I'm like, oh, croissants? Croissant would be good. Bagels? I'd have a bagel right now. Pizza? Yeah, bring it on. We always end up talking about food, and I'm always hungry. All right. Good favorite question. Favorite donut. Like, doesn't matter if you go to Tim Hortons or if you Dunkin' Donuts or if you're Krispy Kreme or whatever. Like, doesn't matter. What's the favorite donut when you're there? You have all the choices. All the choices. Oh. A sour cream. Classic. Classic. Sour creams are pretty good. I was always partial. I've mentioned this before. I was always partial to the apple fritters because they're so big. You got so much more donut for the same price. Like, you could buy a donut, right? Or you could buy an apple fritter. It's all donut. And I was like, give me that big thing. That's kind of the only reason I ate the apple fritters, was because they were just so much larger than everything else. So much more donut. This donut, same price as that donut? Me want donut. Holy moly, Krispy Kreme. I miss it, just the original. But yeah, Timmy's apple fritter is a good one. I do like the Krispy Kreme original. You know what would freak me out was when the first time I ever bought Krispy Kreme. I don't know if you ever bought them. If you've not bought them, if you ever do, notice on the box, there's like a little instruction, or at least there was at the time that I bought it, little instructions down at the bottom where it said reheat in microwave for 8 seconds. And I thought, 8 seconds? Like, what a weird, not 5 or 10, like why 8? That's such a bizarre. I got home put it on a plate, put it in the microwave, 8 seconds, start, beeped. I opened the door, took the plate, picked it up, just warm enough where like I could still grab it. It wasn't too hot, but it was like gooey and melting. And I bit into it and I went, ah, 8 seconds. Like, you know, like any more and it would have been too hot, or it started to bubble any less and it wouldn't have been enough. It was like they did it perfectly. They knew 8 seconds. Perfect. Good job, Krispy Kreme. Good job. They knew too. That donut was perfect. I haven't really had any other donuts at Krispy Kreme, to be honest. It was somebody's job. I know, somebody had to test. Just microwaving donuts all day and eating them going, too chewy. Try again. Beep. Not warm enough. Try again. Beep. That's your job. You know what? It was probably also somebody's job to develop a donut that when you reheat it, it's perfectly awesomely good. You know what I mean? Because there's some things when you reheat in the microwave, it doesn't work. It doesn't work right. It comes out wrong. So they probably also made it. There's a scientist out there whose job it is to figure out that kind of stuff. Oh, goodness gracious. I do miss donuts, though. They were fun. I ate a lot of them when I worked at Tim Hortons, I'll be honest. I was young, though. I had a metabolism like crazy. I could burn anything. I say that now. Maybe all those donuts are what gave me diabetes. It was 29 years ago. Well, I mean, maybe. No, that was the year where I worked at Tim Hortons and Subway. And basically all I ate for a year was Tim Hortons and Subway. I was a university student, didn't have a lot of money. I was eating at work whenever I could. And there was a lot of Subway. I ate a lot of tuna back then. Holy cow, I ate a lot of tuna. But I didn't do the tuna salads where they had all of them, like they mix it in with all the mayo and everything. For me, that was way too much mayo. It was like soupy. Ugh. I was like, I just took the straight mayo from the can, strained it, and I'd put it in the sandwich. And then I'd do like oil and vinegar and stuff and veggies and everything. And it was much lighter and not quite so mayo greasy feeling. But I would do that sandwich probably 4 or 5 times a week, so it was a lot of tuna. Maybe I got mercury poisoning too. What does mercury poisoning even do? I don't know. But whatever it does, I probably have it. Maybe that's what gave me diabetes. Is that possible? When I was living on the South Shore, one morning I stopped by Krispy Kreme to get a couple of boxes for the workmates. I got 3 because I was afraid that there were not enough. Boom. Oh, bing bang boom to you too. How's it going, bunny? You got 3 because I was afraid that there were not enough. The cashier said the 4th box is only $2. Okay. Then they had a promotion. I ended up with 6 boxes. Everything got eaten though? Yeah, people from the other departments came to get them. Oh, they're delicious. How's it going, Fluffus Bunny on Twitch? How you doing? I love that though. They have 3 and they're like, the 4th box is only $2. And then they get you for 6. Unbelievable, Mel. That's hilarious. Yeah, but they don't last. You could have a group of 3 people and you put out like 4 boxes of Krispy Kreme, and if no one's watching, like they'll go. People say, "Oh, it wasn't me. I didn't eat a box and a half." Yeah, sure. They're delicious. How am I doing? I'm doing okay. I've had a rough patch, recovering, some positive news, still some stress in my life, but all in all, you know, I'm okay. I'm doing okay. Everyone got 3? Oh, that's great, because you get choices. You get to try them. You get to be like, "Ooh, I've never had that one. Can I try that? Does anybody?" Then you're like with a group of people and you're pointing and going like, "Does anybody mind if I tried that one?" Because like, ooh, and then somebody might go, "Oh, I kind of had my eye on it." Get the little negotiations going for like who's gonna get which donut. I like it. You split them. Oh, we can cut it in half. Do you want to cut it in half? Yeah, sure. Let's cut it in half. Okay, we'll cut it in half. And you get to try like 6 different donut types. It's awesome. It's definitely the way to go. Cutting them in pieces like a cake to try more. There you go. Yes, exactly. Cut them into more pieces so everybody tries all the different ones. The only downside to that approach is that if you end up with one at the end that you don't like, it's like you have to make sure you save at least one that you know you're gonna like. You know what I mean? Put that aside. I'm gonna save you for later. And then when it's time, you've had the last one. If it wasn't great, you're like, I still got this. Of course, if the second to last one you try is like the greatest donut you've ever had because you've never had it before, but it's now your most favorite thing of life, and then you're like, oh, my old favorite is now crap. And you eat it. Meh. Yeah, I guess eating donuts, it's a risky business, you know? There's a lot of ups and downs, a lot of emotional turmoil. You gotta be ready for it. You gotta be ready for it. Did this craving for the donut go away as we continue to rattle on about donuts? Yeah, oh, this is me. I swear, I'm kind of lucky that in my area there aren't really that many dangerous foods. Like I hit the mic, sorry. I can't go to a Krispy Kreme and order 12 donuts. There are none out here. There is a Tim Hortons actually. There's a couple of them. But yeah, so like I could go just insane and order a bunch of donuts. No, you're not. No, she's definitely not. But yeah, I don't want to put myself into a coma, so you know, I don't eat donuts. Oh! Interesting. I hear you. Where are you? There you are. It's gonna be fun when we try to finally figure out where all the slime blocks are. The slime chunks, rather. You know what I mean? Like, there's a whole bunch. There's so many in this. Well, I mean, come on. The place is massive. There's bound to be a lot, right? Why is my beacon flooded? I don't actually know, I'll be honest. Maybe it's just because it was underwater when I was digging it, and I was like, oh well, you're now underwater. I think it comes up under the lake somewhere. Let's go find out. Yeah. This is the one that was in the underwater cave. Yeah. I was digging down, and then I landed in this cave. And I was like, oh well, there we go. We gotta keep going. Boop, boop, boop. Thought, oh, look at this. Lovely. I've clearly been there because of all the torches. Whoa! I heard a creeper. Oh, but I'm on this server. They're safe here. Oh, there he is. Oh my god, you terrified me. Give me a heart attack. I heard you hissing, dropping from the sky. I'm gonna get back up there. Now swim down to here, and there we go. We're back in the right place. Beauty. They're so pretty when they go boom. Yeah, they are. I don't like them anyway, but still. What is that? Oh, that's the top of the geode. I don't know why, but when I was looking at it, I was like, it looked like a building or a structure or something. I was like, did somebody build something inside my base? No, that is your base. Okay, listen to this song. Mel. It's the same song. You see how it's slowing down? Okay. I don't know why. And then it goes back to normal, or it should. But I like often when people are saying, "Oh, the music's all weird and wonky," it's that song. So I'm wondering if that song is like corrupted or something, and it starts the mess. See, now it's back to full speed. I don't know. Yeah, it messed up all the songs, and every single thing was playing wonky, which that's one of the things that really, like I mentioned it a few times with OBS. It's makes it a little challenging to be an OBS user when settings change between, like, you turn your computer off, turn it on, and some settings have changed. Why? Why, OBS? Why would you do that? Oh, it's 7:01. I'm a little bit late for the break. Right, so technically, today was supposed to be starting at 5 p.m. Now, granted, I had technical difficulties. OBS would not recognize my camera. Speak of the devil. We were just talking about this. OBS wouldn't recognize the camera for some reason. It lost the USB port. And in trying to fix the USB port, I'm like, oh, what did I disconnect? And I was like checking wires and stuff. And I was like, okay, well, everything's plugged in. Let's unplug it and plug it back in, right? That usually fixes everything. Well, I did that. And then I lost my mouse and my keyboard. I was like, oh, that's not good. And I couldn't get them back. And I was fighting with that for a little while. So yeah, we didn't start exactly on time today. But the idea is to start at 5 p.m. this week. So that's 4 p.m. EST. They usually announce my times in EST. 4 p.m. EST. And I might continue to announce them in EST, to be honest, because nobody knows AST or ATL or ATS. What's our thing called? Atlantic Time Zone? Atlantic Time? Atlantic Standard Time? AST. Anyway, whatever. See? I live here. I don't even know what it is. But I may continue to use EST. So 4 p.m. EST for this week. Meaning we're going from 4 until 8. And it is currently 6, which is the halfway point, which is when we would normally take the stream break. So we're going to do that. Did you just fall from the sky? Or are you you're getting caught in the water and then you're falling down? Go swim. No, go swim higher. Go swim. Go on up there. Come on, come at me. Come at me, bro. Oh, you didn't make it. Oh. Come at me, bro. I'm right here. Come on. Come on, come at me. Yeah, you think you got me? Yo, I played you for a fool. One more before I go. I'm gonna go. You want some of this? Come and get me. Come get me. Come on. Oh. Oh yeah. One more. The slime elevator. It's the slime elevator of doom. Because they keep tracking me. And if I move around the water enough, they go higher while they're trying to track me and eventually fall out. Okay, so yeah, so stream break. So normally, oh look, I'll go in my little, whoops. Ooh, wow, I almost fell way down there. Oh, I did fall way down there. Hi, I don't want to be down here anymore. I'm sorry, this is your cave. You can have it. I just want to be up here somewhere. Right on the edge. Ooh, what a throw that was. This is the little AFK box that was built for me. I will go in. Oh, I will break it first of all, and then I will go in. Oh yeah, full. No more blocks. Okay. Throw you in there. Throw you there. And then I'll throw this there. Good. No. I want it here. I can see the candles and stuff. Perfect. I am waiting. I am ready to go, but it's break time. So yeah, I stream 4 hours for those of you who don't know. Some of the raiders might still be here, and Monday, Wednesday, Friday. But I'm old, and I can't sit on this chair, even though it's a lovely bouncy ball. I can't sit for 4 hours straight without moving. It's too much. Oh, good old elbow crack. I'm gonna go take 10 minutes. You should do the same. Walk around, get up, get some water, get a snack. If you've been lying on this side for a couple hours, just like rotate over to this side for a little bit. See how that feels, you know? Give your spine a little wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Be good. Try not to set the internet on fire while I'm away. We all need it. I will see you in 10 minutes. All right, we are back. Wait. We were raided. Elfie. Grim's here. How's it going? We got raided. Anonymous Dawn. Hello, Waffle Bacon. How's it going? Elfie, when did you raid? Are you still here? How's it going? Thanks for the raid. What's new and exciting? I missed it. I'm still stuck in my little box here. I'm gonna get out of here. I have an AFK box. Yes, it was made for me when I went AFK one day and I came back. I was like, I'm gonna keep that. So now every layer that I dig down, I make sure I still have stairs so I can go back up to my little AFK box. Long time no see, Hoser. I haven't been able to catch stream in a bit. Sorry about that, but I'm back. How's your day going? My day is going pretty well, and you don't have to apologize at all. I haven't been streaming for a little while either. I had a rough week. I didn't stream for like a whole week. It's been a rough go lately with all of the things in my life going on, but I'm managing. I hope. Anyway, but it is good to see you. Who else is here? Have I missed anybody? Bun is here. How you doing, Bun? Rage Army as well. I don't know if you're all still here. I don't know how long ago the raid was. Break time. Oh, there it is. There it is. The beginning of the raid. Oh, I don't know if Elfie's already gone. Did Elfie say goodbye? Am I all right? I am all right. It's just there's been a lot of struggles with moving here. So, you know, I applied for a permit to get my driveway put in. I applied like 2 months ago, and they messed up the pay. They received and returned my payment and messed up everything, and I finally had to go to their office in person, sort it all out. So I finally on Friday got confirmation I've got the permit. So like that's good news, but it's 2 months late. And so my projects are just snowball. You know, like everything is impossible to do in the amount of time I have left. So it's a little bit stressful. You're most likely forsaking sleep because I stupidly looked in my sewing pattern box. So now you're gonna be sewing. Nice. Alfie's stream was good and chill as always. He might have or he might be lurking and engaging in self-care. I think that is highly possible and probably a great idea. I'm just sorry that I didn't get to say hello when they popped in. But hopefully they'll pop in a little bit later, maybe. Say goodnight. Were they working on Pleasantcraft stuff or Hardcore World? Like the world with the chasm underneath the castle there? Purple fog. I haven't seen the purple fog area in a while. That was the last thing I saw on that world that Elfie was working on. Ooh, we are full. And I think we are full. So yeah, let's go. Post-stream care is important. Yes, it is. It's a lot to be like 4 or 5 hours. Some people do like 10. I don't know how, but it's a lot to be on for that much time, to be talking, to be putting out the energy and putting on a show for 4 hours. It's a lot. Good. It's good to take a break afterwards. Do something good for yourself. Eat some good food. Read a book. I don't know. Whatever you feel like doing. Now I have to check which one is which. Always do this. Okay, you're full of Deep Slate. Are you also full of only Deep Slate? No, you're the tricky one. Tricky! Alright. You are Deep Slate. You are not. Alright. Yeah, so that's one of the reasons why, for me, for example, the whole not doing Discord after streams, it was about making sure that I was taking care of myself and not, over pushing my limits too far, making sure that I didn't stay up till 2, 3, 4 in the morning sometimes, then have to get up for work in the morning. It was too much. So I became responsible about it. I set limits for myself. I will only check Discord in the morning. And it just makes it more of sort of a manageable habit, you know what I mean? I only have about 5-10 minutes maybe to stay because I have my family visiting in the morning, but I'll stay as long as I can. Grim, I appreciate those 5 and 10 minutes. Thank you for being here. How's things? How's things with you lately? When you say you haven't been able to be here, is that things are busy? Things are good busy, I'm hoping? I feel like that's not where that goes. Because it goes here. Yeah, what am I doing? Yeah, like I'm hoping it's a good reason. That decent. I've been running around getting ready for your aunt's birthday. Sweet. Is that why people are visiting? Didn't I just take a chest and put it there? Could have sworn I did that. Could have sworn I did that. It is indeed. Hey, look at me putting things together. I'm so smart. I'm so smart. SMRT. Well, that's good. So you're nice and ready for it. Look at you, fancy pants. Is it a big birthday? And I mean like a big, one of the big numbers, like a 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, you know, like the big ones? Keep looking back to the camera to see if you've answered. My eyes are like. Oh, we've been having some unfortunate news as well in the family. With my one of my nephews has a collapsed lung and was hospitalized, and it's like the third time that they've had to be hospitalized for that, and it's stressful. So this coming weekend, I'm potentially gonna be house sitting and watching a bunch of kids, my nieces and nephews, while some parents get to travel to, you know, like they're going to a wedding. And they've agreed, you know, they planned, the flights are booked, they're non-refundable, so what do you do? Yeah, it's also somebody we know, but I don't necessarily want to talk about it unless they want to, so I'm going to leave it at that. But I'm basically going to just go and watch all the kids that aren't going to the wedding, and then from the other family, I'm just going to take a bunch of kids. I'm going to have all the kids. I'm going to have so many kids, it's going to be crazy. But all of the kids in Halifax. But yeah, we're gonna hang out. We're gonna. I don't know what we're gonna do. I have no idea. To be honest, they're all like teenagers and stuff. Young teenagers. We'll probably just play a lot of Minecraft. Honestly, I can't really think of what else they would want to do. I'll make sure I bring my controller. I have a controller somewhere, and I'll play Rocket League with them. It'll be great. 46. Okay, so not one of the big milestones, but it is a good one. About to turn 45. She likes to say every 5 is an achievement. Every 5 is an achievement. Good on her for saying that. I like it. As a cosplayer, artist, and for fun writer, I'm extremely bad at the self-care part of projects, especially the sleep part. Oh, yeah, it is hard. You got to do it though. You got to take care of yourself. It's crucial. Because nobody else is going to do it for you. Nobody's going to be there to say, hey, make sure you get some enough sleep, you know? I don't know. Maybe there is somebody telling you to do that. What do I know? Oh, almost full. All right. Remember I was talking about the diamonds? We're halfway full on the shulker. That's getting there. That's not bad, right? Everybody always laughs at my storage system. I know where everything is. It's a perfectly valid system. Makes perfect sense. Everything's in the right place. It's like color coordinated and everything. I think my time here for today is up. I have to wake up about 3:30 a.m. for preparations. Nice catching up with me. I thought you were going ice catching. I was like, what is ice catching? Oh my goodness. Anyway, I won't be here tomorrow though, Grim. We'll see you on Wednesday if you're here. If you're not, no stress. Have a fantastic time with your family. Enjoy yourself. Also get some good sleep. Yeah, I'm back Wednesday. And then Friday. What am I looking for? Oh yeah, this. Gotcha. All right. We'll see you soon. I think the Monday, Wednesday, Friday thing should stay. I am changing my schedule and stuff, and there's probably fewer people here than normal just because I'm changing my schedule so much lately, and obviously missing a week. People very quickly find somebody else to watch and sort of drift away and then drift back, and that's all fine. It's normal. But switching days, I think, would add to that confusion. You know what I mean? Like it would almost be, or would it be? I wonder. Thinking a lot about that in the schedule lately, because one of the big stresses with the truck, that not having the truck, is I live on a gravel road, which, not the end of the world. I don't need to be, driving a four-wheeler, rather a 4x4, up on the land, like really getting up into the, I don't need that kind of vehicle. But what is, now that the truck is dead, what I don't have is a car that can go through a gravel road in the winter. So I'm really, really worried about, like, I'm just going to be stranded out there, unable to get to the office to work because I drive a car and I can't get out because of the snow. I don't have the wheels. I'm too low to the ground. So there's like a lot of things looming in my life that normally, you know me, I hyper positive focus, but I'm being overwhelmed by the negative lately, and I'm struggling a bit. Your system for dispensing Enderman balls at the Ender has saved my pick. Thank you. You're quite welcome. Did it fall in? Yay, the filter worked, Mel. Love it. I'm so glad that happened, actually, because I always build the filter and it never does anything because nobody ever drops anything, but you did. And I saved your pick. It's worthy of celebration. Focus on the positive. Focus on the positive. We saved your pick. I was scared because it took for a while. Yeah, yeah, it does that. There's a lot of those pearls to filter through. There's a really, really big backup in those things. And plus, you're not always entirely sure like which hopper picked it up. So which side is it going to go? So you like keep going back from side to. Were you checking both sides the whole time? Is it over here? Is it over there? Is it over here? Is it over there? No, Mel, you were just killed by an Enderman. What? I happened to just look down. Mel, what are you doing? Why did you're using the Enderman farm and you died? What? What are you doing? Oh, you're a riot. I need to know how you died. And also, do you need help like getting your stuff? Oh no, we have tombs, so you should be fine. That's twice? What? How are you dying at the Enderman farm? That's the opposite of what the Enderman farm is supposed to be about. You're supposed to be gaining levels, not losing them. You're doing it backwards, Mel. You're doing it backwards. I have to hit the Enderman with my tools. Oh, the bedrock thing. Yeah. So wait, why? That means you get too close to them? Because I have to hit them with the sword. They still hit me, like, sometimes I get hit by one or two of them. But do you get hit every time when you're doing the bedrock? Or because you're bedrock, rather? Because like sometimes I get hit, but not. Oh, wait, when you kill a mob, does it repair your armor automatically? How do you repair your armor for bedrock? The pick doesn't kill them one end, so they get angry. Oh, that's true. You spend time with them alive and trying to hit you. Yeah. You really got to get that distance right where you can touch them, but they can't touch you. Do you want us to work on improving the farm so that, like, maybe putting in some extra slabs or something so that there's less chance for them hitting you? Because I think we could. Pretty sure we could. We don't need to have as much of them visible as we do. Because if that would make it better for the bedrock players, we could try to figure out a way to make it so that you don't die every time you're trying to use the farm to repair your stuff. That seems super counterintuitive. You just have to pay more attention. True. You could be eating. Maybe we could put a beacon in. That's what we never did, is a regen beacon. We really should have done that. That's pro level. That's pro level. A beacon with like regen and jump boost and whatever else you want to have while you're out there. We should do that. Have to get, it wouldn't be that hard to do actually at this point. We've probably got enough people with beacons to we could just do it. Where am I going? Oh, okay, that's fine. I sometimes get lost. This place is too large. A beacon in the end, pro level. No, seriously, like we could do it. It's no problem. I'm pretty sure. I mean, I'm using a lot of them for like digging purposes and stuff, but I've gotten myself at least, what is it, 6 or something? Like I have one way over there, 1, 2, there's the one way at the end over there, 3, 4, 5, 6 so far. Maybe even 7. There might be another one somewhere. So I spent like, there was 1 week or 2 where that's all I was grinding was wither skulls. But that was ages ago when we were still starting to dig. I could probably take some of the ones that I have for this and use them at the Ender farm. I don't really need to have like that one, or rather that one I do need. That one over there. I'm finished. Oh, and Monk sells them. Yeah, we should totally do that. We should. How much does Monk sell them for, do you know? Because it would be worth it to just buy them to... I'll build it myself. I've got the iron for it. I can build a quad one. Buy some beacons and we're all set. Not sure. It's probably something I will forget to do, but somebody will mention it. I'll be like, yeah, we were supposed to put beacons here. I'm like, oh yeah, and we'll do it one day. We will, one day, for sure. I'm not even joking. I'm not even joking. Oh, I miss Instamining so much. It's such a great feeling. Love it. They really do need to do something about the deep slate Instamining. There needs to be a tool upgrade, a beacon upgrade, some kind of buff, or I don't know, some way to make it Instamine. You have to. Come on. Come on, Mojang. What are you doing? And again, like, it could be a super difficult thing to do. You might need to get a potion, maybe a potion, but maybe it's something crazy like a netherite beacon. So you really have to grind to get it. But if you grind a netherite beacon, you Instamine through the deep slate. Or something, you know, it could be something really challenging so that it doesn't make the deep slate change like completely negated. right? You still want them. They wanted this sort of tougher block and the deeper earth feel. I get it. You can almost, yeah, I know, Skyfire. Mel has actually showed me that, where if you keep your distance at just the right distance, because of the attack refresh or whatever for Bedrock, you actually mine the blocks pretty much instantly, which is pretty cool. Mel did a little show-off routine where she ran forth, back and forth. It would be cool if I could hack that on Java, but such is life. Also, welcome back. Mine is my command is back, not unlurk, but it just back. Although, you know what? I should probably make another one that says unlurk that's exactly the same thing, because it is a pretty common thing for people to type lurk and then unlurk. There we go. Holy Jeebus, we missed you. I don't know what I was thinking when I wrote that. What's up, dude? Come on, follow me. We're going this way. Utah, how's it going? Good to see you again. What's new and exciting? Oh, there we go. Look at this. I like that we can see the glass now, you know? That's like an indicator that we're getting down there. We're getting there. One day this will be finished. What's new and exciting, Utah? What is new and exciting? How was your week, your weekend? I haven't been here in a while, so I'm trying to catch up with people. What's up? I have a chainsaw that works. Super excited. I've been massively frustrated by this project, and I finally got it working on Sunday at the end of the day. So I wasn't really able to do anything, but it works. So I was sitting by my campfire, kind of laughing, but also sad laughing, because like I finally figured out what was wrong with it. The safety catch hadn't been engaged. Anyway, I finally figured it out. And I'm like, the sun's setting, and it's Sunday. Okay, well, next weekend for sure. That was yesterday, so I'm really hopeful for this weekend coming up that I will actually finally be able to cut some trees. I might even do it tomorrow, depending on the weather. It's been a lot of rain, and there's going to be more rain, and then there's a hurricane this weekend. So, like, I finally get the chainsaw working, and this weekend coming up that I'm like, oh, I'll use it. I'm going to do it. There's a hurricane, a category 2. It's coming. Maybe it'll just knock down all of my trees for me. You think? You think that's possible? You think the hurricane would just do it for me? That would be nice, actually. If I could tell it which trees to take out, just be like, just go that way. Great. It's new with you? Band has 4 out of the 5 movements on the field, and I'm working on college applications. Ah, nice. What are you going into? Are you pursuing music at the university level? Back, head, shoulders, knees, and toes. With a little belly button. How you doing, Faye? Welcome back. We may also have talked about this. No, get in the water, you dummy. Get back in the water. No. Stop. Get in the water. Get. Stop it. Stop it. Oh. Get in there. Get. No. Stop. That way. Go. Go. Stay in there. Go down. Down the water. Go. Down. Can you push them down? You can't really push them down, can you? I'm really trying, buddy, but you're making this very difficult. Interested in mechanical engineering. Nice. Nice. I have 3 engineer brothers. None of them went mechanical. One went I think he's civil engineering, and one is mining engineering, and the other one is I forget. He's an engineer of some kind. All right, well, listen, good luck to you. Oh, no! Stop it! Oh, you dummy. Well, all right. I tried. Everybody saw. I tried to save it. It didn't work. But yeah, mechanical engineering sounds fun. I have a nephew that wants to do that. Like, my family's huge. I know that everything, anybody says something, I'm like, yeah, I have a cousin that does that, or oh yeah, my uncle, or my niece, or my grandmother, or like, this is just such a large family, you know? Dinner time! Nice. Bon appetit. Oh, hey, what? Oh, how you doing? Where'd you come from? Did I leave a dark spot somewhere? Oh, did you track me from over here somewhere? Hmm? Hmm? Okay, well, let's just keep going. Our mystery guest will be unexplained. What's I talking about? Engineering. Engineering? No. Forget. Oh, mining and mechanical engineering. Very cool. Oh yeah, I was talking about my nephew, and then I talked about how my family, right. Anytime I'm talking to somebody, there's always somebody in my family that's done that. Usually. Usually. What happens when you have 1 billion people in your family? There's not 1 billion of us, but there's a lot. There's a lot. We were counting once, this is going back like 10 years or something. We were at one of my aunt's houses for a family dinner. Some celebration, I forget which one, but some celebration. And we were like, wow, there's a lot of people missing this year. A lot of people aren't here. Oh, I wonder where they are. Or, you know, like, oh, they're with their other side of the family, or their, you know, new boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. And so we were like, we're trying to see who was and who wasn't there. So we started counting. There were 51 people at that family gathering. There's 51 people in that house. And we were talking like, wow, there's so many people missing. Like, where is everybody? 51 people's a lot in a house. And we thought half the family was not there. So our family is kind of large. It's a little silly. But we're at that point in the generations where I don't think we're going to get together as often as we used to. You know what I mean? Where the new generation, the brothers, the uncles, get a little bit more distant. See them maybe once at Christmas. You know, we're getting to that point. Kind of sad, but it's life. Like within a few years, the families, my brothers are going to be having families with their kids and their kids, kind of thing. So like the family trees are going to, you know, branch out and become their own trees. And yeah, coming for me. Very near future. Sad times. All right. So much stuff. Wait, not Deep Sleep? It was. So basically, always go to your family things when you can, even if you don't feel like it. Yeah, do it. Do it. Just go. Just go. Go see your family. Go hang out. Go have fun. One day, they won't have family gatherings anymore. You'll be doing those family things on your own, and you'll remember your cousins or your friends from your childhood, and be like, oh, I wonder what they're up to. I'm having an old man moment. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. I'm fine. I haven't checked in the longest time. We're at -2. And the new bedrock is minus 64, right? So what I haven't done in a long time is kind of track how many layers I do in a stream or in a week. To kind of have an idea of how many more weeks I have. Same here. Since COVID, the parties where we would usually all see each other are not happening anymore. My grandma will also be 99 in November, so less people is better for parties. It can be better for parties, sure, but I kind of miss the seeing everybody, you know? Like, for example, the generation that I am in, my cousins. You miss it too? Yeah. You have important information. Go, Utah. What was dinner? Is it delicious? Did you finish already? Was it that good? Oh my goodness. What is this news? My mom admitted I was right. You're funny. Good job, GG.
Wow.
We'll put another wow for you. Wow. A big day. You haven't eaten yet. All right. Does your mom know you're on the internet telling everybody that you proved her wrong? Welcome back, though, for the interruption. Unlurking, granted, well earned. Let us know what you had for dinner, or will have, or are having. As a mom ant figure, I disapprove. Yeah, well, that's what we're talking about. My cousins. All right, see you later. Bon appétit, Utah. Bon appétit. So like we used to go to family gatherings, right? Family dinners, Christmas, Thanksgiving, whatever, all those things. New Year's, birthdays. We try to get together, mostly in the summer. Granted, there's a lot more get-togethers in the summer, but like we'd hang out with my cousins, and we were a big family, and I loved it. But now, my cousins, I don't really see them at family dinners anymore because they're doing, family dinners with their mother, my aunt, and their children. So that like 3 generations is split off and kind of doing their own thing, which makes sense. The reason why it makes me so sad is because I don't have children of my own or that kind of continuation. So the family dinners for me, if it all branches down into like the individual family trees, I'm a tree by myself. So I miss those. Done the math, I'm 49 years old. Let's say I live to about 80. Let's say it's a good average age, right, for a male these days. We'll say that means 31 years. It means I've lived well more than half of my life already. I have a limited amount of time left. But if I see my cousins only once a year at Christmas or something like that, that means, and they're not always going to be there, but even if they're there every time, that means that I will only see my cousins 31 more times in my life. So the next time I see them, that's 31 and then 30 and then 29. You know what I mean? Like every time is precious because they're running out. Gotta make sure. Bun had pasta with mushrooms, bell pepper, veg chunks, and fancy cheese sauce. That sounds delicious. Sounds very yummy. Pasta. Pasta. I mostly miss the New Year's party with the cousins, the aunts, the guitar playing, the singing, the dancing, everyone counting down to midnight and getting around the room to kiss everyone and give wishes for the new year. Yes. But that's what I mean, like the big get-togethers and big celebrations, we're not even doing those anymore as a big group. So like, there are theoretically cousins of mine that I might see 10 more times before I die. And that's it. So anyway, it's just something I've been thinking about, unfortunately, as my mind has been wandering to sort of my life choices and what am I doing out here in the middle of the woods all by myself in a hurricane again. It is, Mel. Think about it. It's an unfortunate thing that I thought about recently. I was like, you have to look at it as time is a limited resource, and every time that you are like saying, oh, I can't because it's too difficult, I can't get there, I can't, that's one more off the list, off the calendar, you know. I only have 31 more visits with those people. So if you're like, I'm too tired today, I don't really want to go. All right, well, now you only have 30 visits with those people. Like, do you want to miss it? Do you want to say no to the invitation? I should probably say yes, you know, even if you are tired, even if you do have work tomorrow and you're whatever. These are people you love and care about. I should, you know, take every opportunity to go see them. So anyway, focus on the positive part though. Make an effort. Get everything you can out of those 10 visits. Because that's it. 10 more. Think about that. Was delicious, especially since I cooked it completely for myself. Hey, nice. Well done. It was deliciously made by you for yourself with love. I'm actually sad because you reminded me that the pasta that I had, I bought 3 different bags of pasta. I had some like rotinis, I had some green pesto spaghetti. I was like super excited to try. And then another like a bag, I think a bag of 3 color rotini or something like that. I forget. But I had 3 bags. And that was the box of stuff that I brought to the camp, and I didn't quite close the tent properly, and it got rained on, the box fell apart, the animals got into it. Ah, disaster. I have no pasta. I had to scrounge around, and I ate ramen noodles. Sally! How's it going, Sally? I mean, I like ramen noodles, don't get me wrong. But I was looking forward to my pesto pasta thing. I was excited, and then stupid
Sit up straight,
animals.
you hoser.
I feel like I am sitting up straight, Sally, but thank you very much for the reminder. How's it going? Throat is very scratchy. I don't want to be sick. Please don't be sick. That would just be the worst. Get a cold on top of everything else. I come down with a cold. Oh, I would give up. I think that would be a bad day. What's up, Enderman? How you doing? How you doing, Sally? What's new and exciting? How was your week? Better than mine, I hope. Was it amazing? Did good things happen? I mean, some good things happened. I did get the permit, got the chainsaw working. I've got a place to put my truck temporarily while I figure out what to do with it. You know, some things went right, so some things are good. When you work as a chef, it's interesting just how nice it is to cook something completely for yourself and not because you're getting an order in at work. I bet. Just to make it for yourself and truly enjoy it, like it. You just got out of class? Well, I suppose that's a good thing. Did I tell you I finally got a car? Well, I mean, yes and no, because I believe you told me, and then you didn't have one again, because the last time we spoke, which was probably like a week and a half ago, you were cycling to work. So I'm assuming it's since then, and also GG, excellent news. What happened? How'd you get a car? What happened? And is it that recent? Like the last week and a half, basically? Right? Ish? 2 weeks? Something like that? Forget exactly when it was. Rails was here. You just bought it last weekend. Ah, I was right. It is very... Oh, I looked right at you, huh? Didn't I? Yeah, come on up here, buddy. Let's go. Let's go. Where are you? There you are. Come on. Come at me, bro. Let's go. I got you. Where did you go? I only hit you once. Was that it? Where'd he go? Hello? Mr. Enderman? Are you not mad at me anymore? Are we friends now? Where'd he go? He couldn't have died from one hit, could he? So Sally, I need news. What'd you get? What'd you get? Must be exciting. New car? Like new or secondhand new? New to you, but not new. Or did you get a new car? New? Also got a PC for school last week and installed Minecraft. Let's go. That's a big week. Nicely done. Let's celebrate some of that. 2003 Camry. Camry's a good car. I like the Camry. It's like that 100% when people say, oh, good, reliable car. You know, Toyota Camry, Toyota Corolla. Those are good cars. Only 100K. 2003. Wow, that's not a lot at all. That's not a lot at all. Wow. Good job. There is such an immense amount of lag with my stream and the actual display, the internet here being as bad as it is, but I'm still looking at the confetti from when I celebrated your the purchase. Like, that's 30 seconds anyway. The internet is not great. I'm hoping that the delay between like your chats, your questions, and my responses isn't that bad. I know I usually take a little time as, you know, just in my normal conversation, trying to keep up with everything in chat. I do bounce around back and forth, so as long as it doesn't make it unbearable. And there's no news on that front. Like, there's nothing from Nova Scotia Power. Oh yeah, that pole will be, it's scheduled to be replaced. Yeah, it'll be replaced. Yeah, one day. Nothing. Hello, pretty. There's lots of you. Yeah, so like, unbelievable that incredibly dangerous power pole still there, and they're like, yeah, it's totally, we got it. It's scheduled. Don't worry about it. We got it. So meanwhile, still on the old, really kind of crappy internet, but it's, you know, it's all I can do. It's held the whole time though, so knock on wood, because I honestly for a bit wasn't sure it was going to even make it. And can you imagine? I mean, I missed a week because I had a rough time. But if I had no internet this whole time since I arrived, can you imagine? No streaming, no working this whole time? Like, that's an unacceptable amount of time to be without internet when you're talking about this day and age, you know what I mean? This is an office. It's not a residential thing. And even residential. Like for me, let's say I move somewhere and I need internet in my house, and Nova Scotia Power says, oh, sorry, could take us like 60 days. It's almost unacceptable. You know what I mean? It seems like it should be unacceptable, maybe, is what I should say. I don't know how to phrase that exactly. Anyway. Oh, I hear zombies. Where are you? Where are you popping up from? Where are you coming from? Definitely a dark spot over there somewhere. Where are you? Are you popping up from this thing? Is it this that's not lit up? I feel like it's probably this. Where else would you be spawning? Can't spawn it. Well, maybe there. No. Well. Unless he's spawning down there and like pathing all the way up. Could they path from here? No. They can't parkour that. Oh, but they could over here. No. Electricity isn't a right? No, I realize. I know. I'm not saying it's a crime against humanity, Sally. I'm just saying it is almost a necessity at some point for many, many people now. Like there's a lot of stuff that kind of depends on having internet. And I'm not talking about internet so I can watch YouTube or have my, you know, Prime Video or Netflix or whatever. Just basic stuff. Connectivity. Being able to reach out and connect with family around the world. Which used to be only through long distance phone calls, and you'd do it like maybe once every month or something. You'd save up and you had like 5 minutes with a friend that you would call, you know. Electricity is a necessity in winter here. Yeah, true. You can't not have electricity here. Not allowed to cut it if you don't pay your bill. Yeah, that's true. Hydro-Quebec is not allowed to cut your power, even if you don't pay your bill. They can take you to court and they'll win and get you evicted and get your house, and like it's not a good thing to do. Don't fight them. They're part of the government. But yeah, they're not allowed to just turn it off. It's what do they call that, Mel? Un droit, I don't know what they call it, but it's an essential service, critical service, essential service. I don't know. But I think you can have your power cut in the States, right? Like if you don't pay the bill, they can just cut your power. The reason why they can't do it here, and I mean they could through part of the year, I guess. I wonder if they have like a summer clause. Service essentiel, yeah, I think that's it. It's an essential service. It's deemed an essential service, meaning that you can't just turn it off. Even if the ambulance workers, the ambulance drivers all go on strike, well, they still have to have a core of them doing the basic because it's essential. Unless you have babies. Oh, if you have babies in the house, then they won't cut it. Interesting. See, so they also consider it a necessity in certain cases. But if you're an adult, you're on your own and you're not paying your bills, and you can figure out your own stuff. But if you're a parent and you're taking care of children, interesting. Small children, they can't cut your power in the summer. Ha! Yeah, I don't think they can do it here. For that very reason, that it's like they would be killing people basically, and that's not allowed. You're not allowed to do that. But either way, you don't want collection people after you and all that stuff. So if you should probably pay your bills. It's probably a good idea. Or not. Live dangerously if you want. That could be an adventure. Spend your life on the run. See if the coppers catch you. You'll never catch me. I don't know. I would want to be on the run for the rest of my life. That would be no fun. Poof, 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 poof. And I guess we just fill in the rest, huh? Yep. Oh. I feel like I started way over there today, didn't I? So like one evening I might get about halfway of this level ish, maybe half. So if I were to do one day a week on just digging, it would take me 3 weeks to get 2 levels. I have 64 more levels to go, 62 levels to go down. So 3 weeks, 3 weeks for 2 levels is 31 times 3 is 93. 93 weeks. Wow. A rough estimate puts it at 93 weeks from now if I don't do more than my one per week. Because I'm not, like, I used to play outside of Minecraft stream time. I used to have time to play just when I was hanging out. Now I can't. Because I'm hanging out, but I'm out in the woods. Like, I'm not connected out there. 93 weeks! Oh, I'm never gonna finish this project. But I mean, I can't change it at this point. Or do I do a half circle? Do I do just like a half base? You'll take another slice. Yeah, great. So it'll only be 82 weeks. Awesome. Like, that's gonna be a while. Oh boy. Go repair some stuff. Hey. I did awesome flying. Why didn't you let me fly? Ooh. I'm a great salesman. I try. It's about the journey. I like it. I suppose I'll finish my slide. Oh, I didn't mean to guilt everybody into digging. That's not what I was trying to do. Moss Prime. I would help if I could help. If you were on the server, you could get a slice of the cave for sure. Everybody can have a slice of cave. Also, hey, how's it going? Good to see you. Yeah, no, I'm not. I wasn't trying to guilt everybody into doing any mining. I'm just looking at it and laughing at how ridiculous the project is. It's just nonsense. But Sally, you're right. It's the journey. I'm just having fun, putzing around, chatting, and digging. Whether or not I finish, not really relevant. Maybe you didn't mean to guilt us, but it worked. I'm that good. Didn't mean to. Inadvertently. I inadvertently did it. I'm curious to see, like, I hesitate sometimes about whether or not I should be continuing the floor to like put half the ocean in to like just start the ocean. I don't know. Don't really care if I finish anyway. I know. It's true. I kind of would like to though. Imagine being able to float or show this off and like, look what I did, you know, like woo. Oh, everybody showing off their armor trims. Nice. Wait, Mel, was that you? Did you just fly in and do that and then fly away? Or was that some like Fry or Vox from before? You like long tasks? Yeah, that's kind of why I chose it. I do like it. I enjoy the grind. There's always something to do when I log into the game. I'm never, bored in Minecraft because there's just always something to do. And the vision of what it is going to look like keeps me a little, motivated, keeps me driving forward. Because I know if I can get it done or even get close, it's going to start looking really cool really soon. You're digging. It wasn't you. All right. It was one of the other two clowns. It'll be kind of sad when I do. What do you mean? It'll be awesome because I'll have other stuff I can do. But there'll be no more digging. We'll find other stuff to dig. This one finally full. Yes. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to be repairing my pick. Alright, let's just replace that real quick, then we'll go repair. What time is it? Are we gonna have time to come back? Oh yeah, it's only 10 after. We got time. Yoink. Dripstone block. Where does drip? I haven't had a dripstone full. There it is, right there. What do you know? First one I look at. Tell me my sorting system isn't awesome. It's awesome. It's perfect. I know exactly where things are all the time, without fail. Perfect. It's the diggy hole. It's true. Yeah, it can't be the diggy hole if it's already dug. Maybe I'll just always leave one block or something. Like, you know, always come back and there's still one block to dig, but we just don't dig it. It just stays there. We just look at it, stare at it longingly. You're the one. Maybe. We'll see. All right, repair time. I'm kind of organized, but it's still a shulker monster. Shush, I don't appreciate your judgment. I mean, you are 100% correct. I'm not saying you're not. I'm just saying shush. That's enough out of you. Thank you very much. Add a stone generator. Where? In here? Oh, so the dig never ends. Just keep pushing new stone into my way. That would be kind of nonsensical. That would be extreme. Can you imagine the Sisyphus dig? It never ends. Whee! Doink. How you doing, Pooch? Yeah. Yeah. You're a good boy. Before we end up in there and I forget, nope, not this. I want blocks and hostile down to 2. Thank you very much. So we don't deafen anyone. And now let's go. Whoop. I found a wall. Oh, that was so much more smooth than many of my past entrances, I gotta say. I wonder how Hex is doing. Every time I come through here, I'm like, I wonder how Hex is doing, because they haven't finished this decorating stuff that they started, but they're also still prepping and getting ready for Norway and everything, so I'm sure life is immensely busy right now. I'm curious. It would be cool to push the stone up so you could just dig straight down forever and you just never stop. Mer, 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 mer. X is a little more active on Discord. Yeah. It is nice to see. Agreed. Yeah, I'm hoping things go well with the move and the transition. I'm assuming everything will go great. All right, Mel, this is how you use it without dying. Just get good. Sorry. Shush. They got the tickets. Oh, they got the tickets for the flight. Oh, that's awesome. I didn't know that. Oh, that's great. That's very cool. When do you know when they fly out? That one was just for a good measure. That's for hurting. That's for killing Mel. Bunch of jerks. You're all jerks. October 3rd. Wow, that's coming up so soon. Oh my goodness, that must be so exciting. Can you imagine living the life that Hex has lived? Sheltered, isolated, kind of closed off, not really appreciated by their family and surroundings, and small-minded world, going to Norway. What? Like super flat. Thanks for avenging. You're welcome. You're welcome. They deserved it. Don't mess with my friends who do hurt you. Wait, what is that? Oh yeah, that's that tunnel that Zoe built. Yeah, like what a crazy life change that's gonna be. Super exciting. I can actually just go straight to digging. Yeah. Oh, neighbors are gone. Hey, maybe the masseuse is done for the day. She works long hours, actually. I asked her when she came in today. I came in, I got in around 10 or something, and she was here already. I was like, oh, you're here early? Yeah. It was like long day. She says, yeah, 9 to 9. That's 12 hours of massaging. Ooh. Hoodling has become a good friend. We can talk for 2 to 3 hours on call. Oh, nice. That's cool. I hope the best for them both. Yeah, I think they're going to be happy. I'm excited. I'm excited. I think it's going to be great. Plus, like, what an amazing positive adventure. Just go. Oh yeah, block sounds are still muted. 'Cause I forget things all the time. The music hasn't slowed down. Did you make an appointment? She must be rude. Yeah, no, I haven't made an appointment. I will. I'm waiting. Oh, yeah, that's her. That's her truck. Did you hear that truck? She drives a pickup that is noisy. She certainly looks like she's got strong arms, but she's not, you know, she's not jacked or anything. She's kind of petite, and I'm like, I don't know. I haven't booked it yet because, you know, it's $105 or whatever it is. It's money that I kind of don't really have right now. I would very much love to get a massage. Oof, but yeah, it's a little bit. I gotta be careful these days. The truck has caused a big problem. So, $10,000 loss that it was not ready for. I was not ready for. I took some gambles, and you know, my security, my little cushion and everything. Yeah. So it's fine. It just means that getting the fire truck to start the whole tiny house project, that's going to be pushed back. Maybe a year, you know, it might take me a while to kind of get back on top of finances and stuff. So we'll see. Hopefully in the next couple of months, I manage to find an engine, and my brother and I repair it. And it was a learning experience that cost me $2,000 for the engine instead of $10,000 for the whole vehicle. I hope. I booked for late morning, so she's warmed up but not tired. Oh, yes. Yeah. I'm absolutely thinking along those lines. She's in at 9. I want to be there at 11 kind of thing. I want to be her second or third appointment of the day. Because, yeah, imagine you come in after 12 hours of massaging. I don't care how much you've been doing it and how good you are. Like, 12 hours of massaging. You gotta be tired. No? Mel. Well, you are an RMT, but you used to do massage and stuff. Like, could you go 12 hours and deliver the same massage at hour 12 that you did on hour 1? Honestly? Genuine question. I'm curious. Because, yeah, I totally was. I want to be the last person of the day. She'll be like, oh, yeah, you're good. You're good. Feels great. All right. This song sounds like a Red Hot Chili Pepper intro. It's that. The major to minor little guitar in the background. You could never do 12 hours. Yeah, I can't imagine. Like, I have trouble doing this for 4 hours, and all I'm doing is sitting down. Can you imagine if I had to actually do something? I mean, I wouldn't be able to sit for 12 hours. That would be too much. Although, I guess, I mean, I suppose it depends. You kind of get used to the physical activity after a while. I remember initially when I was working as a car detailer, so you're up at pretty early hours before the car show starts, washing cars all day, just nonstop. Those long days. We were 12 hours, 13, 14 hours. And I would be physically active, washing and moving. It's like, I know you're like, oh, it's washing cars, not the same. Yeah, but like buffing and waxing and cleaning and polishing. So you're going. It's not like it was going. And I could back then. I was younger, obviously. And I'd even go to the gym after when we'd get to the hotel after the end of the day, and people were going, oh, I'm gonna have a beer. And I was like, oh, I can meet you guys after the gym. And they were like, how do you go to the gym? It's like, well, that's how I do the 14-hour days without dying, is because I'm going to the gym, because I'm putting in that work, you know? Right now, my health does not allow me to do that kind of thing at all. I'm still 20, 25 pounds short of where I need to be in terms of weight gain, which is like hard to do. It's hard to gain weight for me. I know that's a annoying thing for some people to hear, but for me, it's a problem. I can't keep the weight on. You played a 5-hour gig last weekend. It's hard to keep the energy level the same. Yeah, 5 hours. Man, it's rough at the end, right? We used to do the 2-hour musical, and for a year, we did that show like on average once a day. Sometimes traveled, but we also sometimes did 2 shows a day, 2 days in a row. So like we averaged a show per day. And it was like a 2.5-hour musical. But it was for a year. Like we would be on a bus for 12 hours. We'd get somewhere. We'd meet a host family. We'd go to their house. We'd sleep. We'd stay up because they're like super excited to host us because we were international students. So they're always excited. It was great. But then you're up until like midnight, 1 o'clock because they're all, ah, and then we got to be up early tomorrow, right? Because we got a big day. Yes. For them, it was 2 or 3 days of that while they hosted us. For us, it was a year because every single host family was like that. They're like, oh, you're here. Great. You're only here for 2 days. Let's fill it with every activity we can think of for our community and our little part of the world. We want to show you everything. So it was a year of that. And I remember we got to, like, there was an expression in Up With People. It was, I'll sleep next year. Because you only had 1 year. You only had 1 year to go and experience all of the world and go do everything that you could do while you were there. But you know what? I'll sleep next year. Now, I don't think I could do it. I would be like, they would start and then I'll sleep next year. I'm like, okay, you do that. I'm sleeping now. I'll see you in a week. Physical, but also there's an exchange of energy. I don't believe in the new age stuff, but something goes on an energy level. I don't doubt it. You think it's worth the exhaustion? Well, I mean, I don't know, maybe for the show, for the music, if you're enjoying yourself, yes. I would agree to that. You'll still say it? You still say it? Yeah, I can't anymore. I don't think I can anymore. I'm not healthy enough. But yeah, no, that's not true. Okay, hang on. Because if you're talking about experiences and things, yes, I still very much like, I'll drive 7 hours to go hang out and see people and have dinner with family and things. And they're like, wow, you came all the way out here just for the, yeah, of course. Like it's fine. It's worth it. Totally worth it. Yes. So there is that, you know what I mean? I'm not going to start missing out on opportunities in life just because you got to go. Even when you're tired, you must go. But massaging for 12 hours, being on the road for a year and doing the tours that we were doing, I physically could not do it. That's the distinction I'm making. Like, there's no way I'd be able to do that anymore. Impossible. Physically impossible. I would probably die. And by probably, I mean immediately. I would immediately die. Just like gets on the bus day one. All right, here we go. We're starting the tour. Dead. Salty Poppins is here. How's it going, Poppins? Good to see you. A good evening to you as well. How are you doing? We are approaching the second geode. About to log in and play a bit myself. Nice. Good times. What are you working on? What's your project right now? Your project of choice. Where do you keep coming from, you zombies? Are they down here somewhere? Nope. No, he's in the walls or something somewhere. Grr to you too, little dude. Grr to you too. Are you down here? You are! Ah, they are spawning down there. Wait, how are some of them pathing up to me and this little guy can't? There's nowhere that they can path. Like, they can't do corner jumps like that. And that's the only one. There's a corner jump there. There they could get up, but then they're stuck. Where were those other ones coming from? I'm super curious. We were talking about ways to kill Hoser. Time to decompress from work by mossing the nether. Nice. Oh, you're mossing the whole nether? Like, how much of the nether are you mossing? You're terraforming. Wait, there's the explanation. You're terraforming the nether to a prairie and then a custom mushroom forest. Something overly cute. How large is this custom forest going to be? I'm very curious. I'd love to see it. That sounds like my kind of big grindy project. I am a fan of large, time-consuming, excessively ridiculous projects. Oh my goodness. Are you gonna find out? It's early gamish, so I'm grinding for the moment. Ah, okay. Fair enough. Well, do keep us posted, and if you feel like putting pictures up on the Discord to show off as you're going, feel free. Always fun to see what other people are working on. I was thinking today about what I was gonna do, and I was like, okay, I know I would love to just log on and do some digging and hang out and chat with people. That'd be great. I could log on to Pleasantcraft, but then I thought, okay, what am I gonna do on Pleasantcraft? I would have to be working on the light tower, and I think I was at the point where I was trying to figure out the redstone for it. And I literally went, I don't have the brain power for that today. No, we're digging. So that's why we're here. But at some point this week, I should get back on Pleasantcraft to try and work on that. Maybe even just do the decorations. I could just do the decorating of the outside of the building. Maybe work on the iron farm inside. Because I don't have to figure out the top part, you know, with all the redstone. I could just work on the villagers and the iron golem farm. Maybe. We'll see. Maybe that's what I'll do Wednesday. And then Friday, I'm hoping to be back here, but working on the sorting system. I'm going to try and get my the shulker loader part done on at least one of the bulk storage. And then we can take all of the deep slate, all of the stone, all of the big blocks that we have, all the diorite, you know, the big standard blocks, throw them into the filter and just they'll all get, you know, they'll all get put away. It'll be great. It'll be so great. And then as we build more and more of those item filters, we can add more and more things into it. But I think obviously that we start with the big ones: granite, andesite, diorite, stone, cobblestone, dirt, deep slate. I'm considering putting cobbled deep slate in that group, even though I don't really have tons of it in bulk. I think it's probably the same place just for logic. It would be fun to make some things to show off. Do it. You can show off anything you want on our Discord. Well, hang on. Family friendly, PG-13. You can show off any Minecraft stuff that you want on our Discord. Oh, really? Wait, everybody got like, yeah. Wait. I corrected myself. Stop it. We'll put it in an OnlyFans channel in the Discord, a secret OnlyFans channel. We can laugh and have photos of Big Hoser out in the woods in his boxers posing for you. Inappropriate. It was really hot last week though, and I was out in the middle of the woods all by myself. I had my red shoes on, so I had like red sneakers, blue socks, and boxers. And I was like, forget this, it's too hot. I don't care. So I was out in my underwear in the middle of the woods. It's great. Only hosers, yeah. Posing with my chainsaw, yes. My very powerful, not quite little electric chainsaw. Hey, leave me alone. Yeah, that's never gonna happen. But you know, we can laugh. Can you imagine you get to a point in life where there's like demand for a hoser calendar? There's just me posing with a chainsaw like every month, cutting down a different tree, a different kind of tree or something. Oh my goodness, that's such a stupid. Merch when, yeah, exactly. Oh my goodness. With the hoser hat. Oh yes, of course. That would be great. I would love to see anyone on the planet walking around with a t-shirt of me posing with a chainsaw in my underwear and that hat and being like, yeah, and have somebody walking around with that on their shirt. I would die. Also, yes, you should not chainsaw in your underwear. I agree, Sally. It's a good idea. There's demands for a lot of weird stuff on the internet. Yes, you could probably make a bunch of money for Hoser's feet. Oh my goodness. No. You're probably right. But no, we're not doing that. We're not doing it. Oh my goodness. Yeah, there's a lot of weird stuff out there on the interwebs. People are into all kinds of things, you know? Yeah, people just like stuff. It's cool. I don't think my feet fall into the category of like good enough for fetish. Maybe they do. What do I know? I don't know. I'm not a foot guy. Maybe somebody would see my feet and they're like, those are the best feet I've ever seen. Ah, I want them right now. Or they might see them and immediately throw up. I don't know. It's kind of... Yeah. Yeah, no kink shaming. Nope. I don't think I've ever met anybody that told me that they were into feet. No, we're talking about feet, you know? Never met anybody. I know, what's his name? I forget his name. He's Canadian too. Peter, not Peter Sellers. Peters. Sam Peters. Oh, what's his name? Oh, it's gonna annoy me. From Toronto. Anybody? No? Not that well known to Americans. Use your feet for walking? Yeah, I use mine for walking too, and for driving my car. I use one of them a lot, the right one. Left one, not so much. It's an automatic. Russell Peters. Russell Peters is a comedian who talks about his thing for feet. He loves feet. And he's really kind of weird about it. In a very good, funny way. Like, he'll stop and he's like talking to his audience and he goes, yeah, feet. And he looks down and he's like, don't think I didn't notice those. Because like some woman had, I don't know, some good shoe or a good, I honestly, like, I don't know, it was a shoe of some kind. He's like, yeah. And she was like, yeah, and they zoomed in. So he's good. You haven't met anyone into feet either. I know of Tarantino. That's it. No, not Quentin. This was Russell Peters. Oh my goodness. Russell Peters. I'm glad I remembered his name. Is Tarantino into feet as well? Is that a thing of his? Oh man. I don't know how we got into all that. It was me posing for the OnlyFans calendar with my chainsaw. I'm so excited that it actually works. It shows up in a lot. It shows up a lot in his movies. Does it really? I never really noticed. Huh. I wonder if now that I know that, if I went back and watched some of his movies, if I would probably notice it a lot more. Yeah, that's well what Sally just said, because I never really noticed, because I kind of felt like Tarantino was just generally a bit weird, you know, a little macabre, a little dark. Nothing dirty, just a little clin d'oeil, a little wink, a little nod. Okay, interesting. I never would have noticed. In Dusk Till Dawn, he has it. Ah, that movie was great until it wasn't. And it's like 20 years old, so I guess we're not really spoiling anything. But the whole vampire thing? Come on. What? It was a great movie. It was going somewhere, like, you know, in my mind, it was going somewhere. It was good. It was that kind of movie. And all of a sudden they went, and I was like, what? Anyway. Hey, Levi, how you doing? January, Hoser peeking out of the tent. February, Hoser ice fishing in a long flannel. Are you planning the photo shoot for the calendar? Oh, Faye. When the girl kicks her adopted brother in the face. I don't remember. I think I tuned out of that movie, actually. I don't think I ever finished it. But it's because I'm not big into horror movies or anything, so. Hoser on a pile of forbidden donuts. Oh my goodness. Be an interesting calendar, though. Flannel swimwear. That probably exists. That probably exists. You're planning it so you can get a percentage of sales. Let's do it. I'll have to start working out though and gain some muscle mass so I'm not too thin. Because right now I'm too skinny for a photo shoot. I'll work on it. The old 30 style, like the full body thing with a matching swimming cap. Oh, yes. Can you imagine? A matching flannel. Yeah, like the Addams Family. A one-piece flannel swimsuit with a matching flannel swim cap. Oh, that'd be so good. I'm just picturing myself in that stupid outfit. It would be epic. It would be so good. Oh my goodness. Poser bathing in maple syrup. Whoa, what month is that? It's getting a little saucy. Syrup wrestling? Oh my goodness, no. We've gone from filming making a calendar to filming a reality show. Like an Ohio player's record cover. You're weird, Sally. Mel thinks you're weird. Hey, no shaming. We said no shaming. Although I don't disagree. You are kind of weird. Just saying it. Sorry. Just saying it. Wrestling a Canadian goose in syrup. I'm not sure whether I should like where this is going or very severely dislike where this is going. I don't know which of the two options. Currently on the fence. I will stay on the fence. Sky, that's a good point. The geese are kind of scary. I don't know that I would be good at wrestling them. But maybe if they were covered in maple syrup, they wouldn't be as fast. You know, they wouldn't be able to get their wings out as quickly because they'd be all like super sticky. I think I could take a Canadian goose if we were wrestling in syrup. I'm going to say that right now on the internet, live. I am saying, Mr. Beast, if you want to set up... God, I hope he never sees it. Could you imagine he sees this and he calls me on it? Okay, set up a wrestling match between me and a Canadian goose covered in maple syrup. Wait, that might be bad for the bird. Wait, is that bad for the goose? Okay, we got to make sure it's safe for the goose. But as long as the goose is safe, I will very safely wrestle the goose. We're not going to be allowed to do that. Come on, the goose would get hurt. There's no way. I would get hurt for sure. But also there's a risk that the goose would get hurt, so they would not allow it. But I think it would be pretty good. Mr. Beast, why are you always lurking and never chatting? You should say hello. You're so tired you're gonna go with it? You're putting 20 on the goose? Mel, rude. I think I could take a goose. Contacting all media producers. Let's go. I would do it. I mean, if I say something, I will. I don't back away from what I say. And I usually weigh my words quite carefully. And I did, even in that moment, before I made the joke, realizing I say, you know what? Don't just say this. But yeah, if somebody wants to set up a wrestling match that we could do safely between me and a goose covered in maple syrup, I think that's worthy of my time. I think it would be worthy of my time. Just because I say weird stuff and do weird stuff and act weird as a majority character trait doesn't mean I'm weird. Just because it's like 99% of like who I am doesn't mean that's like who I am. You'd really fight a goose in syrup? Can we start a goose fund? I would actually do it because it'd be, at worst, a goose is going to bite me and pinch me. They can't really hurt you that much. You know, they'll snap and bite you. Yeah, they'll leave a good bruise or two, but you're not really gonna get injured from a goose. I'm just saying. Please send all media requests through me as I am now Mr. Hoser's agent. Faye's like locking it in. Let's go. Calendar shoot scheduled. We've got a reality TV show in the works. Oh my goodness, it's gonna be amazing. We're gonna be YouTube famous. It's gonna be cool. If Sally represents the goose. Figures you would choose the goose's side. Equal pay for yeast. Yeah, it's true. Gotta make sure the goose is unionized. Get it a credit. Bunny, what were you saying? Your college induction was hell. What went wrong today? Completely unprepared, out of control, unhelpful, crazy, stupid. Got to end of the day to tell them whole class that the freaking timetables aren't ready till next week. Oh my goodness. What was the point of all this turning up on a Monday when you aren't even ready? Baffles me and angers me to the core. Hello? I'm sorry. I'm talking to people. Could you please go over there somewhere? I feel for you. That must have been frustrating, but don't worry about it. It's just, it means you kind of get a week to like chill out and hang with friends and reconnect with people and stuff before your courses actually get underway, because you don't have a schedule, so you don't have to go to school, right? That's kind of a nice little bonus week, no? You got no friend? Oh, well, okay. Well, come hang out with us more often then. That'll be fine. I think these are all good things. Wait, none of these on this whole outer wall. Huh. Interesting. Even though I checked, I'm still afraid. Okay. I'm going to make sure you can build that fire engine. Oh, thank you, Faye. I appreciate it. Yeah. I'm hoping I will figure something out. I'm not entirely sure, but I'll figure it out. They're busy with induction stuff too. How long does this induction thing go on for? I just started doing induction, but a different kind. Oh, is that in the electrician class? You're doing more studies and now doing induction. I'm just explaining to people what you're talking about. It's just one day. Oh, okay. So you go in for one day. They weren't really prepared for you. Oops, it happens. And they say, come back next week and we'll start for real. Don't want to break through this geode while I'm reading Twitch chat. Whoa. Let's go. AC theory including induction. Very cool. A topic I am greatly interested in. I'm interested in many topics. So it's like, I know I'm never going to actually invest the time in learning, but I would love to know more, but I know I won't. I'm okay with that at my age. Yeah. Probably not gonna learn to play the cello. It'd be great. I'd love to. I played the violin a little bit. I'm pretty sure I could learn to play the cello relatively quickly. It's a beautiful sounding instrument. It's lovely. But yeah, I'm running out of years. I'm probably never going to do that. And that's okay. I'm going to focus on things that I am doing currently, like the ukulele. You know what I mean? At some point, it's okay that I'm not doing everything I thought I would ever do. There are limits. It's just a day, and yours was today. The besties is today, Tuesday, for me. So she's in one day after you. Wait a second. Yours was today. Besties is today. Oh, as in, yeah, today, but tomorrow, but today. I get it. That's what confused me. I was like, it was today and today, but we're on different days. But now I know what you're talking about. Being very careful not to break the wrong blocks. Must be careful. Oh. Whew. At some point, it's more helpful to yourself to focus on learning more about one thing than a few things about more things. Yeah, that's kind of it too. Like, part of the GTD mentality, so getting things done, GTD, it's a book that I read years and years ago, and I've kind of tried to keep active in rereading. I think my brother is going to lend it to me, or he sent me the audio book. I forget. Anyway, I have to follow up with him about that. But one of the things that they do is like write down everything that you ever kind of wanted to do. Everything. From like childhood, I wanted to be an astronaut. I wanted to be a concert violinist. I wanted to be a famous artist. Whatever, a doctor, a cosmonaut, an astronaut, whatever you want it to be. All those things, you write them all down, all of them. And then in the process of reviewing them, you get to look at them and say, okay, astronaut. I'm 49 years old. Like, no, I'm sorry, Hoser, but there is nothing you could do that would put you in a position where you could be an astronaut. Go back to school, studies, degree, piloting, go through selection process, years of training, like, no, this is not going to happen. So that when I was young was like, oh man, I'd love to be an astronaut and like go to Mars or whatever. Now I can review that idea and say, yeah, that was a wild and crazy idea. My life didn't go that path, and there's no way that's going to happen. So you can then take that idea that's actually floating around in the back of your head all the time, even though you don't actively think about it, and you can take it and go, I don't need you anymore. Thank you. And poof, it gets put away in the no, decided not gonna kind of pile. And once you've done that to a couple of things, you like realize, okay, I'm not going to be an astronaut. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. And that's great because I know that. That's fine. You can then, like Sally said, put more of yourself and more of your time into one thing that you are doing. For example, me, content creation. I did. More time into this versus the other stuff that I was doing. Instead of trying to do 17 different things, focus on 2 or 3. Anyway, that's what I'm doing right now. You can say that better more about one thing than one thing about more. Yes. It's a lot of why I focus so heavily now on my trade. You picked a trade, basically. Right, exactly. Kind of narrowed it down and go right in with it. Hexapod, I'm spaced out enough as it is. Thanks. I appreciate it. You're very kind. First thing he says in like weeks after not being here. How's it going? Good to see you. Congrats again. I knew a bit about a lot of things, but not enough of any one thing to be much more helpful to me. Yeah, that's the thing. At some point, you kind of like... There's value in sort of specializing and focusing in. And more, for me, it's more about like just spending my energy and my time where I really want to. Really looking at things and going, you know, the idea of being an astronaut when I was a kid was maybe... And listen, let me go back. I never wanted to be an astronaut. I'm just using that as like a random example. I can't remember any time in my life where I thought I was going to be an astronaut. But I'm just saying, like, as an example. Once I've accepted that I'm not going to be an astronaut, I can then not worry about that, not spend energy thinking about, oh, I didn't do that thing. Like, no, because I've chosen that, you know what, I'm not going to go that path. Active choice. Put it aside, you know? You know it comes from a place of love? I do. I wish I had your ability to leap into the void. Yes, it is a bit of a leap. It's a huge leap. It is very, very... It's stressful, though, I'll be honest, Pod. Like, it hasn't been easy. Certainly the truck has caused problems. Like, I know I keep coming back to that. And I'm sorry if that's a little bit negative. I don't want it to be. You know me, I really always try to focus on positive. But yeah, the truck, it's caused a bit of a problem because I'm not going to be able to get the fire truck because, you know, the budgetary restrictions, having to fix the Land Rover to then maybe sell it at a lot. Anyway, it's been a bit of a kind of a mixed adventure. Like, a lot of it's been really great. I've been closer to 2 of my brothers and their families, all of the kids. We spent a lot of time hanging out together. We've been camping. They've been over to my place. I've been to theirs. You know, and that's something I wanted to do when I moved out here, was spend more time with my family. I've managed to somewhat keep the whole streaming thing alive and everything, and it is great to be out in the woods and actually just... Like last night, I just had a campfire. I had a campfire. It was 10:30 at night as I was waiting, you know, I was going to bed and kind of waiting for the fire to go out. I don't like leaving it burning while I'm, you know, and then go to bed. And I realized, like, this is really cool. This is my evening routine. Make a coffee, sit by the fire, read a book. Like, I could just chill in the woods by myself. It's nice. I'd love to have somebody there, but, you know, that's another story entirely. Anyway, but the whole truck has caused some issues that I'm gonna be unable to buy the fire truck and build the tiny house for a little while. And anyway, it's kind of causing me anxiety. That's all. I'll be fine. It's definitely a trait I wish I could have. Lizard, how you doing? The new ritual. It's my new ritual. I like my new ritual. My little campfire at night. It's nice. One thing that's really helpful is to not lose sight of the end goal. It helps to get through how crazy and hard it is to leap like that. Yeah, trying to remember that where I'm headed. My brother pointed that out to me as well because I was talking to him. Like he experienced it firsthand when we were moving the tent. So for those of you who might have heard it earlier, I apologize for the repetition, but I bought a huge tent for the winter, right? That's what I'm living in. It's 12 feet by 20 feet. It's a monster. It's a house. It's a tiny house. It's ridiculous. But I like it. And I'm going to live in it for like a couple of years. So I got a nice tent. He was talking about how can we get the tent in and we'll get all of this pallets into the spot and we can try and lay them out and like measure and see how it fits. And then you can know which trees you need to cut and whatever. And I was like, dude, if we even get the tent from the road to the campsite today, I'll be amazed and super happy. Forget all the rest of that stuff. And we did not get there. We spent hours in the woods sweating. Like it's 110, 115 pounds, this tent. It's like a 5 foot long box by a foot and a half by a foot and a half. So it's like big unwieldy thing. And we're carrying it in through raw land, just like brush woods. So you're like, just branches everywhere and it's up and it's down and you get stuck and oh no, we got caught on a log. We got to back up. I slipped down a hill. He does. Like it was chaos. Hours we're out there in the woods sweating and moving it. Eventually I had to call it because I was like, we're too far. We're too far from food and sugar and I'm starting to get lightheaded. I'm diabetic. So if I start to go hypoglycemic, I stop functioning. So I need to get sugar like now. And I was too far. So I was like, we need to cut it. We're not going to get there. So we left the tent out in the middle of the woods. Let me repeat that. Out in the middle of the woods, somewhere, there's a tent that I have to now go find. I did have my phone, so I dropped a Google Maps pin. I dropped a pin. I was like, this is winter tent is stored here. It's just out in the middle of the woods. And it's been raining, so the box is going to be like ruined. It's a disaster. But I'll get there. But that's what my brother experienced for the first time is everything out there just takes so much longer. Because going grocery shopping, you come back with food, it takes an hour and a half to like walk everything back and forth. If I have one trip, 10 minutes. I'm in, done. It's more than one trip. You gotta go in, unload everything, walk out. In, unloading, walk out. It just adds up. It's crazy. At least I pin dropped it. Yeah. But Sally, I did the first time. We dropped the pin to go look to see how far we were from the actual camp. My brother also thought about the wagon. Loser. Hey, Sparky, how you doing? My brother thought about the wagon. I'll come back to that. But yeah, so we dropped the pin the first time just to sort of see how far we were from the camp and then walked and found the spot. And I was like, yeah, this is the spot. It looks very different because there's months and months of like summer growth. So a lot of like small trees and shrubs that weren't there. So I'm like looking around and going, yeah, no, this is it. This is the part I need to clear. The river's right there. It's not a river, it's a creek. Yeah. Okay, this is where we are. And then we go back to where the tent is. My pin had not saved. My pin for where the tent was had not saved, but my brother had also dropped a pin just randomly. He was like, boop, boop, and he dropped it. He's like, oh, I've still got it. I was like, thank goodness. It's 26 acres of woodland, and I didn't have a pin to get back to it. I was like, no. So we got back to the tent with his phone, found it, and then when we lugged it a little bit further and gave up, I pinned it and like closed the app, reopened it, made sure I could find my pin. Brother's pin's better. Yeah, my brother pin's better. He does. Oh, Hey, let me go back. Lizard, sorry, been lurking for most of the stream. Fell asleep, now prepping dinner. Don't apologize. I appreciate you being here and lurking. And how you doing, Sparky? How are you doing? All right, things have been just a little rough. They have. They have been. Been a little bit stressful and trying and difficult. The universe is conspiring against me at the moment. But, you know, some positive news. On Friday, I got an email from the community of East Hants that I actually have a permit approved for my culvert. Only took like 2 months. So, you know. Brother Pin's better. Oh, that's their Twitch name? I'll get him to change his name. You're right. It's a much better name. So the permit finally came through 2 months later. So now I have to try and find and schedule people to do the work, which the people that I had aren't available necessarily anymore. So I'm struggling with that. And yeah, the trucks are right off. So that's kind of a big one right now. I don't know what to do about that. 2 months is pretty good for bureaucracy. They received my first deposit check, Sparky. That's what annoys me so much. I have photo, like the Purelator signature for received by, and then they looked at it and went, I don't know what this is. And so they just returned it. What? You work in a government office, you receive mail that you don't know what it is. You bring it to reception. You say, hey, what's this? I don't know what this is. And they'll find out who it's supposed to be for and they'll give it to the right person. But no, they returned my deposit check 2 months ago. And I was like, what? And so they sent me an email saying, oh, we still haven't received your deposit, kind of snarky about it. And I sent them a response saying, pardon, here's the signature saying you did receive it. What's going on at your office? And then the tone of the email changed very much to, oh my goodness, I don't know what happened. I'm so sorry. Oh, we've looked everywhere. I'll try to track it down. Oh no, it's so unfortunate. At this point, very sorry. You'll have to send another check. Sent a second check. Purelator refused it based on the P.O. box. First one went through no problem. Second one, don't know why. Third time, I said, okay, forget this. We're going to go through a different bank, different everything. Send it. My mother mailed it. I asked her to physically mail it, so I wasn't involved. She wrote I wrote the address and made her look at it and like confirm from the email. Look at the email. Look what I just wrote on this envelope. Are those the same? Am I crazy? And she's like, no, those are the same. I was like, okay, it's the right address. Could you mail this, please? So I'm like, it's 100%, it's done, right? Yep. She did. She was my proof that the check was issued, addressed properly, and mailed by a certain date. They never received it. So like I finally last week called them and said, listen, can I just come to your offices and give you money? Can we fix this, please? Please? And they yeah, no problem. So I went, that was 2 weeks ago. This past Monday, or this past Tuesday, I send them an email saying, hey, so like I dropped into your office, I gave you the cash, like what's going on? It's like, oh, everything's almost done. We're just waiting for the regional supervisor to be in so that they can sign it and then it's done. I was like, okay, well, let's keep waiting then. And then this Friday, 3 days ago, right? This past Friday, I got an email saying, hey, your permit is approved. I hope it just makes your weekend. And I was like, yeah, 2 months later, and you've made my weekend. Anyway, I'm not going to be upset with her for trying to be positive because I do try to be positive, but man, I was ready to snap. Oh, but it's fine. I'll survive. It's not the biggest problem in the world. Did you send your permit request in French? No, it was in English. Also, shush. Franglish is a thing. Franglish is definitely a thing. And out here, it's actually a big thing. People out here speak both languages kind of constantly. Well, no, I shouldn't say that. They speak English. But if you speak to somebody in French and you don't know a certain word, you can just throw it in English and it's fine. You just keep going, you know? those type of things. You have to hold their hand through the process. Honestly, the way she was describing it, she was like, I don't understand. This is an easy, we do these all the time. I don't understand how we're having so much trouble. This should be the simplest thing. Like, we've done these all day, every day. Apparently, and she told me this, and I didn't want to, you know, seem like a jerk or anything, but they talk about me at the office. They talk about me. They call me the unicorn. They do. Apparently, the people at the Community of East Hants permit department refer to me as the unicorn. Why? Because they've never seen me. I say I'm there and that I've mailed the check, but the check never really arrives. And like, I've got a property, but we've never seen him here, and there's no like vehicle, like how he doesn't really exist. He is a unicorn. So I am the unicorn. And so when I went to you also talked about me at the office. Shush. How small is this town? It's not that small, but I'm the unicorn because of how like ridiculous this whole thing has been. And they're like, it's impossible. It's impossible. He's not real. He's the unicorn. So what I did was, when I was going into the office to give them the cash, I was staying with one of my brothers, Bleacherama. And I told him that they call me the unicorn. And he said, wait. And he went off. We joked about, we need to print a unicorn, like a picture. So he went and he found some stupid picture of a unicorn on the internet, like pink glowy thing with all sparkles. We printed it up and I taped it onto my chest. I didn't have time to silk screen a t-shirt, so I taped it to my chest. I went to the office of the East Hants Community something permit people. And I said, hi, I'm the unicorn. I'm here to give you some money. I know my nickname at the permit office. I do. I have a nickname. It's true. I went in with the like, they weren't doing photos or anything, so it doesn't really matter, but I thought it was good. I broke one, but I don't think it was an important one. But I broke it and I didn't mean to. Oh, I hate when I do that. Oh. I think I might have, because I only picked up one and there's 2 blocks broken. I think we had a special block. I think I broke it. I'm gonna take out my frustration on you. No, you made me break my geodes. You made me break my geodes. All of you. No. I'm not really that upset, by the way, just in case anybody doesn't know me and they're like, wow, this guy's really passionate about his geodes. No, it's fine. Hi, I'm the unicorn. Yes, that's a quote. It is. It's a good hoser quote. Yeah. I mean, the thing is, though, I appreciated the humor of it, and I was like, oh, you know, deep down in the back of my mind, I was like, that's kind of cool that they're talking about me, and I'm like a story at the office. But I also wanted her to realize in that moment, because this was 2 weeks ago, before I actually still had the permit. I then told her, I know it's so strange. It's unfortunate that the first check that I sent to your office, which was properly received and signed for, was then returned because they didn't know what to do with it. If only that hadn't happened, this would have been done 2 months ago. I didn't say it quite so snarky, but I said pretty much those words, like jokingly, because she's laughing. Oh, you actually exist. We call you the unicorn. I was like, yeah, it's great. Yeah, it's unfortunate that we didn't manage to get this done 2 months ago when I sent you the check the first time. You know, not even that's a bit snarkier than I did it. You know what I mean? But yeah, I slipped that in there, and she noticed it. She's like, yeah, I am very sorry about that. I am very sorry. Because I don't mind her thinking that it's funny, but at the same time, like, a gentle snarking. Yes, it was a gentle snarking. At the same time, like, these are my life plans that you in your office have inadvertently, not intentionally, no malicious intent, but quite directly messed up. You are the reason that I am currently in such a crappy position and living with so much stress. It was 100% on purpose. They just knew me like, that guy's a jerk. I don't like his Minecraft builds. You actually called them. What? As BD made a joke. Ooh, animate. Oh. A gentle snarking and made a joke out of it. Yeah, I don't think that, well, if you're talking about her making a joke out of it, I'm okay with them like having a gentle laugh, but yeah, I did also, like I was saying, I didn't want her to also realize what a huge negative impact this ha 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 moment has had on my life. Thank you very much. So please let's not spend the whole call just laughing at how funny this is, because it's not. Like, I can appreciate a little bit of it, but you know, anyway. Ladies and gentlemen, it's 9:10. I'm like 10 minutes past my schedule. I think I'm supposed to be gone by now, aren't I? 5 to 9. Yeah, I'm supposed to be gone. Let's get back in the hole. I know, Sparky, it's a new schedule. I'm sorry, my friend. Oh, I wish, but you know it's not biologically possible to just change that willy-nilly. Yeah, the play on words. Oh my goodness. You were digging? Oh, no worries, Mel. It's not your job. Don't worry about it. I completely blanked and was just having a great time chatting, and then realized, oh wait, I'm supposed to be done now. Bye, everybody. I'm gonna just hide in my little hole and say goodbye. Salty, you enjoyed the part of the stories? I appreciate that. Sparky says I suck. I appreciate that. But I just got here. I know the time is changing, and I realize, oh my goodness, please work into. Oh wow. Am I still here? It says I'm still live. Okay. I just lost Twitch window. Bring it back. Holy cow. This is what happens when you disappoint chat. I'm like in stasis. Am I still here or not? I see myself. Okay, I'm back at live now. Yeah, there was like a little freeze there, but yes, there's our raid message. It's showing me that I could sub to myself. I have a Prime sub ready to sub to myself. I will have to sub to somebody soon. Use up my Prime. Who are we gonna go see? Let's see. We haven't been streaming in a while, so who do we know that is playing Minecraft that is on the rotation? Where did Hoser go? I'm still here. Oh, come on, Windows, stop doing this. Oh man, this computer. Oh boy. If this computer goes. Knock on wood. Just keep working, computer. I cannot. Okay, choices. We've got Shrofo Show, who is on the Dragonfell SMP finishing the Terracotta Farm. And then there's Zan doing some 6,500 days of hardcore. Zandingo, we haven't seen Zan in a while. Or Shrofo Show, who we haven't seen in a while. We haven't been on in a while, so let's do that. You want to throw up a quick poll? Zan or Shro? SCHRO. Shro. It was nice to hear from you all. See you on the server. Pod, it's nice to see you too. I am very glad to see you back around and know that things are going well and positively for you. Once again, congratulations. Good times. Oh man. What is up with my windows? All of my windows are closing. I'm terrified. Thanks for coming to your stream. I appreciate you being here, Faye. Thank you for being here. I'll try not to jinx stuff, Sally. You're right. I shouldn't have said anything at all. I should not have said it. All right, I'm just keeping an eye on it. We got Shro for show right now. Only 3 votes in. You got to get your votes in if you want to choose where we're going. Thanks, Lozer. I'm glad you're doing well about there, all things considered. Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm doing okay. It is really not easy and it's rough, but I think it's going to make for a great story at the end. You know, when I arrive at the successful completion of the project, I can look back on all of the challenges and go, wow, many times I didn't think I was going to make it. Look, I made it. Woo! So it'll be great. And I appreciate that, Mel. I will hang in there. I will. I'm waiting on who are winning. Who is winning? Hashed. Hello. Come on. I can't. If the window keeps closing, I can't keep track of the chat or anything. Stop closing. It's the train. All right. Back on Wednesday. I think Wednesday we'll get on to Pleasant Craft. We definitely need to be getting up on Pleasant Craft, and we'll probably work on the harbor and do stuff like decorate the outside of the build, maybe work on the crumble down part or the house, the Lightkeeper house. I think that would be a good thing to work on Wednesday. And then Friday we'll come back to this server and we'll work on the redstone for the sorting system. I think that's a good week, good blend. A little bit of dig, a little bit of art deco and Pleasant Craft, and then a little bit of redstone back here. And then the week after that, I got to spend more time on Pleasant Craft. All right, I think the vote is done. Who won? Where was it? Where are we going? The window closed again, so I can't tell. Give me a second. Oh my, this is really frustrating. Please don't die, please. Who won? I can't. Oh, Shro. There we go. Let's go raid Shro. We're going. I'm pretty much just going to do it quickly before anything else dies. I appreciate all of you being here. We'll see you all on Wednesday if you're here. Remember to keep an eye out on Discord for the new times, because I am going to be moving the schedule up every week. It's going to change a little bit. There may be a point where some of you can't make it. I understand that. Don't feel bad. I feel bad. I feel bad that there might be a time where our schedules don't overlap that well anymore. If you can make it, great. If you can't, don't worry about it. I will see you when we can. Wednesday, I will be live at 4 p.m. EST. This week, it's 4 p.m. EST. Let's click the raid button so we're ready to go. No, it closed again. Give me a second. I'm getting there. I swear. This computer. Please don't die. No. Oh. This would be so bad. Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna grab the button that ends the world. I'm gonna look, we're gonna point at it. Let's go say hi to Shro. Be nice, be friendly, be happy, be well. I will see you on Wednesday. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, and whomever you're doing it with or to, just try to be a good human. If we could all do that, what an amazing place this would be. Hope to see you all on Wednesday at 4 p.m. Until then, be good.